Welcome back, every single person that's watching us from all around the world. Welcome back to the Iron Clash Arena. We're your host today. My name is Dennis, and with me I have Kingsley. Welcome, Kingsley. We missed you from this morning stream. What are you looking forward to the stream today?
Just more of the same, more of the same. The matches have been so intense, and yeah, like I'm looking for, you know me, I'm looking for a good tactical game. Obviously, I'm up for the trading of like blows here and there, but like I'm looking for the tactical, like sweet science of like Clash Royale.
hmm
I want it to be like timing, placement, and those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing.
Oh yeah, Kingsley, I'm looking for some tactical gameplay, some nice positioning, some very quick reflexes, and what as I always look forward, I look for some homegrown decks. That's what I really look forward to in Clash Royale. When I see some decks that are out of whack that you would never see anyone ever anywhere play. Like remember, the last stream we had together, the guy that kept on using the Rascals. I just I put your mind in disarray. You were like, what am I looking at right now? Why am I watching the Rascals play? And he played quite well with the Rascals card, right, Kingsley?
Yeah, he actually did. It surprised me, like, because there's certain cards that, like you just see, like you just rarely see, like, But what I'm hoping for is at least to see a couple of Expo decks. Like, I feel like those are slowly getting phased out. I don't see a lot of decks. Maybe I don't know. Clash Royale doesn't, me personally, they don't put it my way, but also in the tournament.
hmm
I'm hoping to see some Expo decks, and because I know played well, like it can really cause a lot of damage. But again, you have to be skilled to use an Expo deck.
That is
You
true.
don't just throw it out. I mean, in the lower levels, like if your King Tower is like maybe a 6 or 5 and had an Expo, yeah, sure. Like obviously they don't know how to play, but when you're like on in the higher arenas, like you really need some skill. Not some, you need a lot of skill to play Expo. So I'm looking forward to see at least one. Just give me one Expo.
And so everyone out there, we were meant to have a in the previous stream. We had a final match that didn't hold, and but guess what? We were able to reschedule those two players, so we are actually going to begin our matches a bit earlier today. We have an extra match that's going to begin in the next 2 minutes. It's going to be Sean versus Jash 042. It's a rescheduled match. That's why it's going to start a bit earlier than our scheduled match today. That's is McVille versus I can't remember who McVille is playing against. It's going to be MV Hell versus Blinks. So yeah, I see that Sean is ready. Josh is ready. They're both on the clan. With the match will begin in 1 minute. I'm very excited for this match. So it was supposed to be God of War versus Sean, but God of War had to drop out of the tournament for unknown reasons right now. So the good news is we do have a wait list, and we had to move someone from our wait list into the main roster. That's what we had the wait list for. And I'm sure Sean must be very happy, right? Sean, if you're listening out there, I really hope you take this opportunity to be able to shine in the tournament, right? Coming all the way from the wait list into the main roster, right? Who knows? He might actually go down to the knockout stages. I love seeing someone come out from the wait list all the way into the main roster and going forward into the group stage and then moving into the knockout stage. And I see, yes, the match is about to begin. Kingsley is going to be Josh 042 versus Sean. Once I believe Sean is about to begin the match with Josh. And the match has begun. Let's go watch some sweet Clash Royale gameplay, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone that's coming join the stream right now. We have Sean versus Josh 042. Josh in the blue and Sean in the red. And we see Sean's already beginning already. He's not backing down, he's not taking it slow. He's starting with some skeletons. Just I'm sure he's just doing this just to bait his opponent to kind of see what his opponent is gonna play. Kingsley, what kind of deck do you think Sean is carrying? He's giving me the vibe of a Hawk Cycle deck, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's a spammer. Like he's already spamming the rocket. So there, it's possible it's a battering ram deck or it's a hog rider. But I know he definitely has something that's gonna be for his push.
I
He's
think
gonna
so.
use everything else is gonna be for defense.
I wonder if it's a spell cycle that I'm Kingsley, right? Because you see the rocket that he used in the beginning, right? He didn't try to
Yeah,
use that rocket to like do some value or destroy a troop, right? He just sent it straight to the tower. It might be a rocket cycle deck, which is surprising to see, right? And Kingsley, just like you wish for an Expo, all your predictions coming through this tournament, you are 10 for 10, Kingsley. That's awesome.
that's insane. Like I asked for an Expo deck, and it came in the first game. Just beautiful placement, as you can see, like the X-Bow perfectly defending there and still inflicting damage from so far away. That's when that's what I was speaking of. Like you using the X-Bow requires a lot of skill, and especially the placement of it. It's very important where you place your X-Bow, because any like little off placement is gonna be like you're gonna pay for it. And just like I said, like X-Bow, amazing.
Hmm.
Oh, you don't see that every day. A Sparky.
Starting from the middle, right? And it's interesting because I'm looking at Josh's deck right now. It's such a heavy deck, right?
Yep.
Executioner, the Ram Rider, the Wizard, the Giant Skeleton. What a heavy, heavy deck. And the issue about carrying heavy decks is you have to play smartly. Dropping
Yep.
the Sparky just like that in front without having anybody in front of him, no backup, nothing. A very interesting gameplay by Josh. I don't know if he was doing that to just test out his opponent's skill or maybe it wasn't a well thought through move, right? Because and now you see Sean responding with an X-bow, but very, very smart defense by Judge, dropping the Giant skeleton right in front of the bridge because you don't want the X-bows to start shooting at your tower, right? You have to make sure the
Yep.
X-bow remains distracted throughout when it's out. Kingsley, this is looking like a really good game.
Yeah, it is. It is. It definitely is. It's gonna be looks like it's gonna come down to a game of attrition. You
Hmm.
know, we're gonna see who's gonna last the longest, but it depends. Oh, the X was out again. That was such a quick cycle. This is and he and Jacko has such a heavy deck. Like I didn't even expect like him to have elite. Like we don't even see elite barbarians like every game as well.
Yeah, this is such a heavy deck by Josh, right? This is the heaviest deck I think I've seen this tournament. Having the executioner, the giant skeleton, the elite barbs, the sparking all in one deck. I think he's been waiting for the double elixir, and now he has the double elixir. Now he can shine. He can probably now
Yep.
bombard Sean with all his troops. I think he was playing the waiting game, right? Trying to just
Yeah.
have good defense until we get into double elixir and then bombard. I think this is a heavy beatdown deck. It's a classic heavy beatdown deck, Kingsley. And I think
Yeah.
Sean is playing the more like an X-Bow cycle deck. You see the X-Bows constantly coming out, right? But Josh is constantly distracting that X-Bow, making sure it doesn't get a hit. I don't think the Wizard was the best idea, but yeah, bringing out the Giant Skeleton just to be able to tank him, tank more damage from the X-Bow. And this is where the Valkyrie, I think, was doing more of a disservice, right? Because if you see the Valkyrie is
Yep.
slowly pulling the Giant Skeleton
Which is
into where
bad
the
for the
X-Bow is.
Expo. Which
Yes,
is bad for the Expo because the Expo's life, you know. But I mean, maybe that's all he had to play. But he's perfectly cycling through that Expo to get that in the way. But the double elixir is, you know, is coming in clutch for Jacko here. He's able to play his heavy deck cards, and you can see he literally just dropped a 9 elixir and was able to still drop elite vibes as well. That is insane.
I have to say, this is a very interesting deck that Josh is using. I have never seen this kind of deck being played so well, right? I feel like using a heavy elixir deck is one of the most difficult things to do because you really have to have precise elixir management. You
Yep.
cannot misplace a card. You can't just drop a card without thinking it through, and that's what I love about Josh. But the issue is this: I can see that Josh is he's really really making sure he has something an answer right for the X1. I think that's what is restricting his offense, right? Because he constantly has at the back of his mind that this X-Bow is about to come out, and so he tries to keep a troop or like a heavy tanky troop that can actually block that X-Bow, right? And because he's doing that, he's not letting him get good offense because he's constantly thinking about the defense, right? And this is what we're talking about, right? And now you see Sean is cycling, right, dropping the rockets because he knows that Josh is going to keep on defending that X-Bow. So at this point, what do you do? What spell cycle? I think this game is going to go to Sean Kingsley. What do you think?
I think again it's a game of attrition. He's
Yeah.
definitely cycling through. Yeah, like he said, it definitely went to Sean because he was able to perfectly cycle through, you know, his rocket and his expo. And you know, like I said, expo decks require a lot of skill, but also you got to give it to Jago because having like that to me was like at least a six elixir deck that he was carrying. So he for him to even take it to overtime to to that level, you can show how much of a skill player he is.
Yes, that was amazing gameplay by Josh right there. And all that. It's looking like a really good match, Josh versus Sean Kingsley. I'm really really happy that that we managed to reschedule these guys, and now the next match is on. Is looking really good. Kingsley, what do you think is going to happen with this second
I don't
match?
know what decks to expect, but it looks like a lot of goblins from Sean in this deck. I can already see three types of goblins already, but and he's done like that's one thing. The goblin drill. Like if you leave that unchecked, like it's like you can see he already took like half of his life, and he's yeah. You should fear for your life.
Yes,
Yeah,
you should, right? And but I have to say, like Sean for the last game that was won by Sean. Sean is also putting in the heat on Jackie, and I think Sean is trying to take this to 2-0. I see that
yeah,
Josh has a bit of a lighter deck this time around. He's not as heavy as his previous deck, which I think might actually be better for him. But
yeah.
and now the Royal, I have to say, Kingsley, for a card like the Royal Recruits, right, that I felt that wasn't a card that was played very often. Almost every single game that we've had in this tournament has had someone carrying the Royal Recruits card. And amazing defense by the Royal Recruits, stopping, making sure the Goblin Demolisher doesn't get to the tower, right? Because as much as the Goblin Demolisher doesn't do that much damage when it dies, it's still some damage. And then you see him pushing with the Hogs and the Royal Recruits. It's such a nasty combo that Josh is
But
putting.
defended. Yep, but Sean was able to really defend that very well, like to
Hmm.
take minimal damage, and he's slowly again chipping away at that left tower of Jacko. Like it's again, like you can tell like how skilled these people are, and you know how the placement is good, the defense is good, and timing as well is very good. So this is a really good game.
The game is going amazingly, but I have to give it to Sean. Amazing offense, amazing defense, right? Like you can tell how good he is as a player because of you see like look at how Josh right now is building up, right? He's bombarding the two towers, right? Doing some
Yep,
sending troops left and right, but the immaculate defense by Sean, right?
yep.
And he's using the cheap cards to defend, right? You're not seeing a wizard, you're not seeing a witch, you're not seeing all the heavy defense cards, right? He's using like cards like the Fire Spirits, cards like the Goblin Demolisher, right? And he's defending so well. And you see how the Goblin Demolisher was able to get a hit in the left tower, and he still sent another Goblin Demolisher. I think that tower is down, Kingsley. There's no way back
Yep.
for Josh in this game. I feel like Sean is gonna take the second game just like he did in the first game.
Yeah, he definitely is. You know, Dennis. He definitely like. I think the best part of Sean's game is his defense, be able to withstand the pressure and the push from Jacko in this game, and then launch a counter push as well. And that's what was able to. Oh, yeah, that's the league trolling there. So that was a good game, Sean. Really good game.
Amazing game by Sean, right? Dominating the field, right, with his attacks, utilizing the Goblin Demolisher to a level I've never seen before, right? It's not a card that you normally see being used, especially by pro players, right? But he used that card so well. It's one of my favorite cards, right? It's a card I actually do carry in my deck, and it's a card that I feel offers a lot of value, but I don't see it being used as well as I want to see it being used, and it's something I really like makes me a bit sad, right? It's such a good card, and you want to see a card that well, that good, you being utilized very very well, but it just wasn't. But yeah, I have to say big ups to Josh, big ups to Sean. And you see how Sean just coming from the reserves, right? Coming from the wait list, and he's already coming and he's already shining. It's amazing to see people come from the reserves, come from below and come up. And now Sean is gonna, you don't know, he might move up to the group stages, right? He might move up to the knockout stages. But amazing display by Sean, handling the defense like a pro with all the troops that were being sent across the bridge, right? He handled it.
Hmm.
He took care of it, man. It was an amazing display. And guys, we have another match happening in 1 minute. It's going to be MVL versus Blinks. I don't know if Blinks is already ready. I have to check with the team at the back, but yeah, it was a really really good gameplay by. Where do you think Josh fell short, Kingsley?
I think. Uh, I think he fell short in his defense. I think he
Mm,
prioritized pressure more, and then the cards also play a factor. Like the matchup was bad. Like it was his, especially his second, like Sean's second deck. It was such a weird deck. Like
Better
it's
than
it was
Sean's deck or Josh's deck?
Sean's deck.
Oh,
No,
really?
no. Jacko's deck was like pretty standard for a heavy beat down, but Sean's deck, the second one, was very weird because his main push, his main card was the Goblin Drill. Like that's where he was really putting in damage on. on Jacko, and I think if you know, it's kind of hard to tell, like because it kind of like I don't want to diminish like Jocko's game. It was good, but I felt like Sean was just a better player. Like
He
even if
was.
they played a
He
third
was.
game,
He was,
yeah,
and
like
even I'm
what's
looking
a
at the YouTube comments right now. Even I'm seeing people are commenting. Like Jones is saying Josh's deck was weird. I don't like,
yeah,
especially the first deck, extremely weird, very heavy.
heavy.
That was like a 6.0 deck or maybe a 5.0 deck, and to take that, it's a deck that when it works very well. I could understand his tactic, right? He was waiting for
Especially
that double
double
elixir,
elixir.
just where he could shine. But even when the double elixir started, right, he could not shine because of the amount of pressure that Sean was putting on him with that X-bow, right? Because he knew that that X-bow was coming. So because of that, it was making him very, very afraid of putting his tankier troops ahead for offense. He was saving them for defense, and that's where it all went wrong, right? Because and I think also Sean was really, really smart, right? Because he knew that if he kept the pressure up, Josh would be forced to use more of his heavy cards to defend that X-Bow, and he couldn't offend. And then he
Yep.
kept on cycling the rockets too as well. Amazing, amazing gameplay by Sean. That was a professional player at his finest. Very good gameplay by Sean. Sean, wherever if you're listening right now, big ups to you. Amazing gameplay. Um, I'm reading also from the YouTube. I'm seeing Tega. Tega's back, and he says Sean's deck is a Meta Goblin Drill. That's a very long name, man. Meta Goblin Drill Demolisher deck. Yeah, it's kinda.
It
It's
was
a
such a good deck.
it's a
It was
good
a
deck
good deck.
actually.
I might steal that, but that was a really it was a weird deck, but like you could tell like there was a healthy balance. It's like a Hog Cycle deck, but not really a Hog Cycle deck. Like it's it has a more of a balance between offense and defense.
Yes.
Like he was able to. I don't even think he had any buildings in his second deck. I don't think he did.
He did not actually. Now I think about it, he didn't have any buildings in his second deck. It's
It was
interesting.
all
I feel it was a bad matchup as I think that's another thing that
yeah. I
made
feel like it was not.
it a bad like the very different playstyles, and I think Sean's playstyle perfectly countered Josh's playstyle. That's
Yep.
probably another thing
Yep.
that led to his defeat, right? Because I feel like, but it wasn't a trashing, right? Like we've seen some trashings. Trust me,
Yeah,
this
it wasn't.
it
It
wasn't a
wasn't a
trashing.
trash. Like it was a, especially like the first game, it went down to the wire. Like the time ran out, so you can clearly
Hmm.
see like it was decided because Jocko had like lower like tower health.
Yes.
But like it was a really good game. Like I said, I don't want like I don't want to see beat too much beat downs. I want to see like where it goes down to the wire, where like or a comeback or something like. But as long as it's a game of wits, I'm down for it. So
That is true. That is true. So yeah, amazing gameplay. We're supposed to have another game next. It's meant to be MV Hell versus Blinks. Uh, I'm getting word that Blinks might not be available. That's really really sad. A lot of people missing their matches, and we all have to remember, right? For everyone that's watching and listening, our no show is a loss. That's a standard set by the Iron League. We will not reschedule your match for you if you don't show up for without giving us prior warning, right? If you send us an email prior to your match, even if it's an hour or 2 hours before your match, we will try our best to accommodate you. But you can't tell us at the point of your match that you can't attend because you're busy or something's going on. We can't do anything about that. That counts as a no-show. We can't keep on rescheduling matches because as much we don't want this tournament to go on to December because we keep on rescheduling people. So it's a no-show is sadly gonna be a loss, and that's just the bottom line, really. But I have to say, big ups to Josh, big ups to Sean. Amazing first match. It's a really good first match to begin the second stream of the tournament today. And today is the last day of first matches. What that means is everyone that you see starting tomorrow stream would be on their, well, almost everyone. We have like one or two people that we had to reschedule, but almost everyone you see starting tomorrow is going to be on their second game. What that implies is by tomorrow, some people would actually move into the group stages, right? If someone that won their first match in their first game and they play tomorrow and they win their second game, they will be moving on to the group stage, which is awesome to see. I can't wait for people to actually go on the website and start seeing the group stage tables out. We've already worked on it in the background. It's set and ready. It just hasn't been launched yet because no one has gone into the group stage yet. But now that we know people are about to start moving into the group stage, it's about to start getting populated. It's gonna be so fun and so nice to see people actually moving on. And also, look at our leaderboards right now, right? I encourage everyone that's participating in the tournament, even if you're not participating and you know someone that's participating, go to our website, look at the leaderboards. We have everyone's ranking up there. I know right now the top of our rank is Alvin. Alvin, which he had a great display and he's right now. Right now, I would say we have five number ones. I know Alvin is there. I know Jesus Manifest is there. I can't remember everyone else that's on our leaderboards ranking, but I'll say check it out, give it a look, see where your position lies, and even if you've missed a match, your first match, you missed your first match, it's not over for you yet. You still have an opportunity as long as you make your next two games and you actually win your next two games. You, my friend, can still move into the group stage. So yeah, that was an amazing match, Kingsley. I really enjoyed it. I can see on the clan right now, Sean is happy, he's celebrating. Yeah, so also if you're on our YouTube right now, send us a message. I see Tega is here. Tega has been with us for the run. He's loving our commentary. He's loving our gameplay. Thank you, Tega, for supporting us. I know someone asked on the group on the YouTube chat. I see someone is asking, have we seen a Bab Hot? No, no Bab Hot so far in this tournament, which is making me really really sad. I love the Bab Hot. I know someone out there. If you're such a good player, make Dennis happy, right? Add a Bab Hot just to make me smile on your deck, right? It will
Don't
it,
do it.
it will make my day.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
I
if
dislike the bad votes.
no
I don't
one
think
likes the
I
Bab
ever
Hot.
that was it has never been in any of my decks I created. I never thought, you know what? Let me add a bad heart to my deck. I've never, if I did,
One day
just
you
know
should
I'm
try it out.
trolling.
Just try it out one day, right? You never know. It might be fun. Just see what the Bab Hot is about. One day we should try something Kingston. Right? What we should do is I should make you a deck and you make me a deck and we play against each other just for fun and see who wins. That would be
Fair
such a
enough.
fun. I'll just make your
Fair
deck
enough.
7.0. Golem.
Actually, oh
See what?
no, we can ask. Here's my proposition.
Hmm.
We'd ask the channel. We'll post
The chats, right? Oh yeah.
yeah, we'll post and ask them to make us a deck, and then we'll play it and we'll post it on our YouTube page, and then actually let's do that.
We should do that, right? So if you're on the chat right now, uh, you want to see I and Kingsley battle it out, but with your homegrown decks, type out the name of cards that you want I and Kingsley to actually add to our deck. Type for Kingsley, type for myself. We will make those decks for you guys, and we will play a match. We will record that match, and we're going to post it on our YouTube as a short. Okay? So just let us know. I see the guy is saying Bob
Please
Hot.
don't put anything crazy.
Make sure you give Kingsley a Bab Hot. You know how much he doesn't
Please
like that card,
don't.
right? Make sure you give Kingsley a Bab Hot.
Actually, actually, let's add an extra twist. You know, like how we always do giveaways.
Hmm.
Part of the giveaway would be if you also get the question. Like we'll ask an extra question, and then if you get it right, you get to you get to tell us what decks we use, and we'll
Yes.
post it.
We can add an extra gift to the giveaway, right? Not only do you get the 5K, you also get to tell Ian Kingsley or Ian Chris what decks you want us to play, and we'll play that card for you. It's going to be fun. Sadly, there might not be any commentary unless you want us to. Then we'll add some commentary to it. It'll be fun hearing us trash ourselves as we're playing casual with decks that were made by some random person. That'll be very very fun.
Please no, please I beg you, no bad hearts,
If you're
please.
listening, please add a barbot for Kingsley. He secretly loves the barbot. He's trying to do reverse psychology and let you guys say no barbot so you can add it. Add the barbot for Kingsley. And don't you think he deserves a barbot? He deserves a barbot. Come on, Kingsley.
I will ban you. I will ban you if you give me a bad heart. That's one of the. I think that's to me. No, it's not the worst card.
It's not. Oh
What's
no.
what?
When the Rune
My
Giant
question
exists
to you: what's the worst card that you will never put in your deck?
in Clash Royale, huh?
Yeah,
A good question. The worst card in Clash that I would it can never near
you
my
will
deck.
never be in your deck.
Hmm.
So
If
it's a
I'm
tricky
honest, to,
one.
if I'm honest to you, this is not the worst card in Clash Royale, but it's a card I will
No,
never.
for you.
For me, I'll never put in my deck. I would never put the elixir goal in my deck. I hate the trade-off. That's me losing elixir and giving you elixir. For me, it's nonsense. For me, it's nonsense. I'm sorry. And as for someone that uses a lot of heavy elixir decks, that trade-off is the worst thing I can do. You can do to me. I can't lose elixir. I think for me, the Elixir Golem is number one deck card that would never show up in my deck. What about you?
Hmm, that's tough.
Also, for everyone in the
Uh,
chat too, let us know the card that you would never put in your deck. I'm sure Tega is listening right now. Tega, let us know. I see Upong is also there. He was there earlier. Let us
controversial,
know. Okay.
controversial. Probably the lava hound or
Really?
graveyard. Controversial. No, I just especially graveyard. I feel like that's such a bad
A graveyard
card.
spell? Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I actually used to
I
carry
think
a
it's
graveyard
too.
spell. That's insane to hear.
No, like don't get me wrong. When I first started, like it's probably like over 6 or 7 years more, even 10.
Yeah,
So I used to use graveyard and giants, the graveyard giant like deck and freeze. No, like mm-mm. I'll never put it back because it's such a bad trade off. Like person has arrows, unless you have a freeze, but that's like 9 elixir already.
that is 9 elixir.
Once you drop, like that's such a bad trade off, and the amount of skellies that come out is not like it ain't enough. So I'm sorry, like it's such a bad trade off for me. And
I
while
feel
I would, so
it's too
if
expensive.
I do that graveyard, let's say I already had a giant going in, I draw graveyard and freeze. I'm down to 1 elixir. All they have to do is just wait for it, because that's what I do. If I see a graveyard, I wait for it to pack up. I don't just arrow, I just wait
Oh,
for it because
exactly.
and then I zap. Okay, and then I probably have like my Valk to take care of the giant or something. So it's such a bad trade off. And then once the giant is taken care of, I just drop a hog ride on the other side. So and then I have like maybe a Mega Knight on the other side with the Valk. So you choose. So you're down. You probably by the time the giant is dead, you probably maybe only be up by 5 elixir.
Oh, really? I'll be up by just 5 elixir. That's insane.
Yeah, because you're down to one after you drop the graveyard and freeze. I defend the graveyard with a zap. I either drop a Mega Knight if I have it in my cycle, or drop a Goblin Gang, or drop a Goblin Gang will take it faster than Mega Knight would, because their attacks are fast, so they're gonna do more damage over time, and there are many of them.
That is
So
true.
I can drop that I can drop that with a Valk, so it takes care of it. Drop a Hog Rider on the other side because I have enough elixir,
Hmm.
and then by by the time I by the time I drop it, I'm dropping the Goblin Gang and the Hog Rider at the same time. So you're you have 1 elixir or two, maybe two at a time. All that happens, unless you have something to defend it. You know,
That is true. That is true.
graveyard
That's a
to
good.
me
I feel like the only issue that graveyard has for me is it's a bit expensive. It's a very it costs 5 elixir, and I feel like for the kind of amount of value that it provides, it's not enough. If the graveyard spell was a bit cheaper, maybe 4 or 3 elixir, I think it would have been utilized a lot
was
more.
3 elixir. Hmm.
Everyone will have a graveyard in their deck. Everyone will have a graveyard,
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like
guaranteed.
certain things that
I just saw a comment right now from Tega. Very interesting comment. He just literally said, "The card I'll never put in my deck is the Skeleton Army." What?
I used to have Skelly confession. I used to have Skelly
It's
armies,
a
but
confession.
I kind of, I mean, it depends. Skelly army is almost thinking as graveyard.
It's
So I mean,
it's
it's
not it's
it's just you're just putting all of them at once.
I wonder
That's the only
why
difference.
Tega would think that because I feel like the Skeleton Army is a card that actually offers a lot of value for the cost. It's 3 elixir. It takes down basically every big tanky card that is single damage. Answer for a picker, answer for a mini picker, answer for that big card is there. A giant. Yeah, it has answers for a lot of tanky cards. I feel like if I had one more slot on my deck, it might have been a skeleton army. Or guards. Those I honestly no, what I was about to say I think that the skeleton army is better than the guards, but that's a lie.
The guards,
The guards
no,
are a better answer. The guards are a better answer. That's for sure. That's for sure. The guards do better.
no, the Skelly armies, no,
Okay, so I see
no.
that we're getting ready for the for the next match. Just one sec. Okay, yes, Devmil versus Zubar. This is a match I've been waiting for since the inception of this tournament, right? Devmil versus Zubar. I think I think Zubar is online. I see that he's on active right now in the clan. I think they're trying to get a hold of 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 Devmil. I really hope that they get a hold of him. I really hope that they're able to contact him for his match because this is a match I really wanted to watch. It's just it's yeah. I think I think Devin is going to be online in a second. But yeah, looking forward. But yeah, that's a very interesting answer by Tega, right? Saying that you don't want a skeleton army in your deck. It's something unheard of, right? That's a card that I really It's definitely not one of my. If I had to pick top 20 worst cards in Clash Royale, definitely the Skeleton Army would not be there. It's a card that I think offers really good value for its elixir cost. Like for me, I would say the elixir pump is a useless card, but not very useless. Some people use it with the golem, right? It helps sometimes, but I
That's another useless card.
it's
But
useless a
I
bit,
hate
but
it. It's not useless.
100%.
Like I would use it. Like it's just it's useless in the fact that I hate it. Like I have to spend so much to kill it
It
because
costs 6
if,
elixir.
if if you don't have like an Inferno Dragon or Inferno Tower, which they'll probably have an Electro Dragon coming with the Golem or an Electro Wizard to stop the Electro Dragon to Inferno Dragon from killing the Golem. Sorry, from taking out the Golem. But yeah, like because I now once I see the Golem, like I'm like if I have a one thing I do is if I have a hog rider in my cycle and I see the golem, the first thing I do, I don't go for the I go straight for the attack. I
Hmm.
go straight. If I have a mega knight or hog rider, I just put it on the other side
Hmm.
straight. So I don't mind sacrificing that tower. We'll see who gets to this tower first.
Oh,
And
that's
so
that.
that's
I see we have some Zuba fans in the YouTube chat, right? Someone is shouting Zuba is so pumped for this match. I'm pumped for the match too, right? We're looking for Zuba right now. If you're on if you're right, if you're there listening and Zuba is your friend, please send him a text. Let him know
he's in
that
the clan. He is
he's,
in the clan.
he's in the clan, but he's not responding to our people in the clan. So I think yeah I just heard he's on his way. I'm really looking for that match. I'm so pumped for it. That's why I'm not really talking much in this chat right now because I'm just so hyped for the next match. I really want this match to happen. We're already 3 minutes back for the match, but I really hope that the match holds. Yeah, but just like Kingsley said, if I had to rank cards that I will never have in my deck, not just one, but maybe many, I would say the Elixir Pump is one of them for sure. Not never entering my deck. Um, the Elixir Golem not entering my deck. The Rune Giants, not entering my deck. The which are, I don't like the Skeleton Dragons. I know people like them, people use them. I
Very
don't like
destructive.
those cards. I dislike those cards. They're not bad cards to be honest. It's just that for what I feel like that the Skeleton Dragon is the catfish of cards in Clash Royale. You have two dragons. Why are you doing so little damage and you have so little health points? Like, why are you two dragons then? Why are you two? Like, the two of you, the damage of both of them together, it's like one baby dragon, kind of like one baby dragon doing the same damage. So why would you now carry that? Yes, I like the fact that you can, if you want, you can split them away, like just like in the previous stream. We saw people utilizing them by splitting them away to go to different towers and attack at the same time, right? That could be a tactic, but I feel that the value from those cards are not the best. But this is just my opinion, though. Like, I am not a professional player by any right, so my opinion might be trash. so, so, uh, so yes, I think that is one card that I don't think I'm going to have in my deck as well. If I had to even add more cards I couldn't have on my deck, another card that I would have there that is not really a bad card in any right, but it's not just my kind of playstyle, and that is the Ice Golem. I don't really like the Ice Golem Kingsley. It's not a bad card by any means possible. Good for distraction. It's good and it just costs 2 elixir, right? So it's not, but it's just
Even with the update,
The hero ice golem. What does it do?
Yeah, it locks onto. I don't know if you've seen gameplay. I actually have it in my main deck. Yeah, actually, would you would I think you would consider if you see how it's used. Like it's also good for baiting and distraction, and
Mhm.
then it now does some damage. Like if it locks onto, you can lock onto your tower,
It
and
can
then
lock
you
onto your
just have
tower. Interesting. But what
yeah,
does it do when it
just
locks onto your tower? Like, does it like?
damage, damage.
Huh? I really hope we see that in this tournament because I can't. I'm trying to
I've actually
imagine it.
not seen a lot of evil. Speaking of that, like I haven't seen, I've only seen not a like only obviously the last one we saw like evil Valkyrie. You know, that's my favorite evil hands down. But like I've not seen a lot of evils or heroes to be honest.
Oh, like the heroes, right? Yeah, I haven't thought of heroes actually. I
Even
didn't
evils.
even evils. I have seen some. I know the in the
So
earlier stream today, I can't remember who that was, but he was utilizing the hero knights very well, Kings. I wish you watched that match, right? Every single time there was
I
an
did
attack on it.
actually.
Oh, you watched it? Yeah, you watched the stream, right?
Yeah,
An attack on the stream.
I was on stream.
He was pulling them away with the hero knight ability. I'm like, that was like one of my favorite. I have
The
the hero
aggro,
knights, but I
I
can't,
have it
I
too.
don't know how
Yeah.
to use him. I suck at
It
using
pulls
him.
aggro. So I mean, basically like obviously you know he's tanky one.
Hmm.
So you use that when you have like a lot of like troops, a lot of troops, enemy troops. So especially those that are a little far away. Let's say you're trying they're going to like let's say you're like almost in the middle of the placement matters also. Let's say
Hmm.
you're almost in the middle of your opponents, like you're across the bridge, and then you're like towards the middle slash
Yeah.
side. If you're able to pull aggro from like the ones in the middle, it's like a tornado
But
basically.
I think they changed, they reduced his range, right? I think that in the update he's not as before it was almost the whole map. But
Sometimes like it extends like it's because no it's round, so
yeah.
it extends and it's cut off because
Yeah, it's
obviously
got the
can't go.
screen. Yeah, exactly. It's oh, I see the match Zuba versus Devmil is about to begin. Guys, you don't want to miss this. This is gonna be a fun match. Yeah, I see Zuber has extended his hand out for the match with Devmil. Now we're waiting for Devmil to respond to that. Oh, something's going on. I don't know where Devmil is now. This is sad. This match was supposed to begin like 8 minutes ago, but okay. So yeah, the team at the back is trying to contact Devmil right now. I think he was waiting for Zuber to get his deck ready, and but it just took too long, right? Okay, he's back online. Nice, he's back. So Devmil's back online. Everyone, the match is about to begin. I'm so sorry. Yes, the match is still holding. Olusomo. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but yeah, the match is holding. Zuber has sent out a request. Is Devmil gonna pick that request now? What's going on? I see the match is about to begin. It's yeah. So I'm sorry everyone on the stream. I know I've been saying the match is about to begin for the past 10 minutes now. But this is totally out of our hands, right? There's nothing we can do about this. It all depends on the players, right? And the people that register for the tournament. So so yeah, so we're waiting for DevMil to accept. Zuber has sent out a uh hmm. It's okay. Sorry, yeah, it's yeah, I think he's working on something. Yeah, but yeah, in the meantime, guys, just like I and Kingsley were talking about earlier, Kingsley, you know what? Let me ask you back a question because you asked me, but I think I asked you back. I know you gave me one answer, which was the graveyard spell, but now give me five cards that you wouldn't add in your deck for any reason.
Five.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob Hart for sure. Like, yeah, you probably like even if you pointed like a gun at me, I say put it in your deck. I'll say shoot me.
Really?
Just take me now. Let's not waste our time. But yeah, I just don't see the value of. I genuinely don't see the value of it. I guess most buildings, to be honest.
Kingsley,
I think
sorry
I
to cut you off. The match is about to begin. Devmil versus Zuber.
okay.
What everyone has been waiting for. I'm so sorry, everyone, that it took so long. But now we have the match ready for you. It is Devmil versus Zuber. Devmil in the blue, Zubar in the red. This is gonna be an amazing match, everyone. So yeah, I don't know how. So I see Zuba with the good luck, Devmil with the thanks, not saying the good luck back. He's telling you thank you for telling me that, but I don't need any luck. This match is going my way. I have, and you see Zuba beginning with a hog right, trying to get some cheap damage on Devmil, but Devmil has a quick response, responding with the Goblin Gun and also with the Pika. Right? It's so crazy, right? Do you know
He's
I can't see
hiding
the
it.
Pika?
Yeah, he's hiding it.
It's
That's a good placement. Like you can clearly see, like these are good players. Like he knows what he was doing. He intentionally placed the good fireball. He intentionally placed the mini P.E.K.K.A inside of the Goblin Gang to hide it. So most players wouldn't notice that, but like it's good. And that Goblin Barrel doing a lot of damage again. You can see it. Remember, I don't even remember that game. That Goblin Barrel was the main card.
I remember the game very well, Kingsley. It was awesome, and I love the utilization of the Goblin Barrel. It's a card that no one can ever rank as one of the worst cards in Clash Royale. Amazing value, amazing cost. Devil is playing amazingly, right? Attacking two towers, trying to cast a bit of distraction, right, for Zubar, and I think it's working. His game plan is working very very well. Sending the
Yeah.
bandit on the other way just to do a bit of chip damage, but now you see Zubar is sending in a big push right now on Devil. I don't know how he's going to defend this, right? You see the Hog Rider doing some damage there. The Magic Archer just right wrong angle, right? Not able to get some hits, but then because of the Valkyrie's
No,
movement,
I don't think it was the wrong angle. I think that the Valk was eventually going to, come in the middle where it's in line of sight of the tower as well for the Magic Archer to do damage. And they're very evenly poised in the lowest towers, almost very close. Sacrificing that. I mean, it's a good trade off. Fireball is 4 elixir, the Goblin Barrel is 3 elixir, so that's a good because
yeah,
you would not want that damage on your tower
you don't want
whatsoever.
that damage, Kingsley. You're very, very right. I have to say, both players are playing very well. Devmil having less health right now on his right tower, but then you see Zuber is not joking anymore, Kingsley. He sent out the Pika, right? He said, you know what? It's double elixir. It's time for the game to begin.
He had this all game. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a lot of stopping.
Yeah, sneaky Pika, right? That's
But
what people are trying to do right now. The
an
Pika.
Electro Dragon,
Whoa, this is not looking good for
he
Devmil.
yeah he had this. Oh look at that. See when I tell people invest in evil
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, he was able to splendidly defend that tower, and that tower is gonna be gone if he doesn't zap it. If he,
Wow, that's insane. Wow, it's not over here, Kingsley. Look at that Hog Rider, right? Will he?
yep,
He
it
might be
is.
able to get. He
If
zapped
he,
it. He zapped it. He's not over here, Kingsley. That's
it's not over.
amazing timing by Zuba, right? The timing on the zap, giving the Hog Rider a bit of a lifeline to get one more hit on the tower. That was awesome, Kingsley.
Yeah, I felt like also like even if he didn't get the hits, he still had that fireball in his tank.
Yeah.
And Devlin is still up, because he's done a lot of damage on his tower. I feel like Zuba should be utilizing more of that pickup so it gives, Devlin more like attention. He sees still again he's hiding the mini P.E.K.K.A inside. I think he's gonna take game one as a CP. Yeah,
Very right.
definitely.
Game one going to Devmil. Amazing gameplay. Devmil with a clapping. Remember one when they sent the good luck to get to Devmil in the beginning, and Devmil was like, I don't need your luck, man.
You keep your
And it's
luck,
not
man.
funny. Devmil didn't even use all his cards. I see there's a card he didn't even use in the last match. This guy is
That's
full of surprises.
a good game. It's a good game.
It's a
One
good
thing,
game.
one thing we actually haven't also seen. I haven't seen is the Princess Daggers tower. Like I haven't seen that at all.
You're very right,
Looks
Kingsley. Not one person has used any other tower trope but the Princess Tower. Like no Dutch Duchess, no Chef, no Cannoneer. It's all just princesses, and I strongly believe that the princess is the best tower card in the game.
looks
No,
like I'm the only one that's insane enough
you're
to
the
do
only
that.
one, man. And you see Zubar coming with a very different deck right now, carrying the Royal Giant in front, and what's
Yep.
even behind? I can't even see what's behind him. And just like you,
Is the
Tiger
uh,
mentioned, right, the Skeleton Army not being a good, being his worst card in the game. Did you see the amount of value that he just provided there, defending, destroying both the Royal Giant and the card behind him? Kingsley, that was good defense by Devmil.
yeah, definitely good defense as you can see. Zubar is also still pushing. he needs this game to go his way so he can at least take it to the third game. If it doesn't last this game, you already know how that's gonna go.
Yeah,
And look at that, dropping the barbarians. So I have a hot take. Even though I hate the barbarians card, the one this one, it is actually an insane defense. I'm not gonna
it
lie.
is.
Like especially if you have like a P.E.K.K.A. or a card that's not an AOE, it's actually great for defense. Like it's because it would take you a lot to, you know,
To stop them. Yeah.
especially yeah, to stop them. So yeah, so it actually has great value.
Yeah, and for a swarm card, it doesn't die to like a log, it doesn't die to a zap, it doesn't
Yep.
die to a fireball. Even if you have a golden knight and you use his charge attack, they are still alive. They take out most cards that are there to take out swarm cards, and it depends on the placement, right? There's a way you could place them that they would actually take out even mega knights. I see Zubar is dropping the white flag. I don't know what that means. Is
Yeah,
he accepting defeat? I think it's too early for him to be accepting defeat, right? This match is still just starting. In fact, he's actually doing better than Devmin right now. He has done more damage to Devmin's tower than Devon has done to his. And then we see the push, the Royal Giant, and the Musketeer behind. I wonder if this push is going to make any sense. Devon is defending amazingly. I have to give it to Devon,
he is. He is. I
Kingsley.
was gonna point that out. I was definitely gonna point that out because you
Whoa!
can see you can see his placement of you can see his placement of his Tesla and everything, but that firecracker just doing so much damage.
So
Like
much.
that firecracker is just like destroying everything in its sight, and is again hiding behind the Royal Giant. I think
Whoa,
if
a
he
giant
doesn't do
skeleton. Where
something.
has that been all this match along? First time it's being shown up here.
Yep,
It
yep,
and
and he's keeping that firecracker alive to do so much. That firecracker alone has been the game changer in this
yes,
game,
she
and
has.
I think Zuba is gonna definitely, if everything goes according to plan, he's gonna take this game. So
And the
let's
involved
see.
barbarians, right, charging into the spare goblins, right? I don't think that the fire machine would have done anything. And then you see the royal giant. This is a big push right now by Zuber. Zuber wants
Yep,
to take it all. He wants to end the match right now, dropping the poison. I think this match has gone to Zuber. There is no way for Devil to come back from this. Devil down to
it
300 damage.
never say never, but it's definitely not looking good for Devil in this game. And then we can see the push he's making, and that firecracker, like his placement in the second game has been amazing. Like he's been able to, and that tower's gone, and that's it. That's he's Zubar is able to salvage and get the second game. We're definitely moving to is it's in we're in the end game now, guys.
Yes, we're in the end game. We're moving on to game three. Amazing gameplay by both Zuba and Devmil, but Zuba was just the better player in this second match. But now we're moving to match three, where each player here will be moving into their third decks, and hopefully they save the best for last. Because if they didn't, and maybe they made a random deck thinking that well, I'll probably never get to deck three. Now it's gonna show everyone is ready. They've picked their final decks, and I see Zuba is starting with the archers. Archers are a card I love. Very, very
Like
underutilized, but really, really good cards. Kingsley, I feel that this reverse deck is very familiar, right? The Archers and the Skeleton
is
King. This
it
is
is, but
looking
I don't
like a.
want to say too much. I don't
Yes,
want
I
to
was
say
about to say
too
a
much.
minor is coming up. A minor was. It's a minor. I don't know what this deck is called, but I know this deck. This is a deck I know, and this is a deck that we've seen a lot of times actually in this tournament. I want to see how Death Mill reacts to this deck. This is a very difficult, very annoying deck to deal with.
Very nasty deck. Very.
The Elixir God, my worst card in the game, being utilized by Devmil. I don't see how Devmil is going to come back from it. It's already looking bad for him. Tower down to 1145. Zuber basically untouched. Uh,
Yeah, and then his executioner not able to take out the Goblin Bar there. Oh, speak of oh my bad. I'm sorry.
what?
That was an amazing push. The the Hog Rider was able to take aggro, take all the Goblin gang away for that executioner to be able to, buy enough time to be alive and take out everything else. Did you see that?
I saw that. I saw that trade-off, right, Kingsley? He's sending the arrows to destroy the archers, but still not enough, because Devmil also dropped another set of minions just to distract his minion. It does a minion versus minion party, right? And Devmil dealt with that very, very well. I have to say, for a game that looked like it was going all Zuber's way, Devin
Definitely.
has flipped the switch, and now he dropped. Where has the Mega Knight been all game? He saved that for last, right? But now, and what I'm concerned about is having no one at the back to protect the Mega Knight.
Yeah.
Interesting display. Mega Knight and Elixir Golem unheard of or played. What
Never
is
heard of
Death
it.
Mew thinking? I don't think he's
Yeah,
going to get value from this. There's no way. No, that's not a good combination to have. And Elixir Golem, none of those cards are able to help each other out. And I think that
and he
tower is going
drops
to be
Hog
gone.
Rider on the other side as his distractor was able to take the tower. So folks, we're definitely gonna go into overtime. Let's see
Two
how it goes.
skeleton kings, Kingsley. Oh my goodness. There's no way
Yeah,
to come back from this. And then the mortar doing dirty, dirty damage at the side there. I feel like
yeah.
Devin should have dealt with that mortar immediately he saw it, but he kind of ignored it. This game has gone back Zubar's way. Oh my
Hello,
goodness, the
cards.
emotes. The emotes laughing. Zubar
That's
taking
another
game
card I
three.
never had in like the previous Hello cards. Never have it. So that was such a comeback from Zula, like being 1-0 down and winning the next two games. That was very good. This was a really good game. Like you can tell the skill level was really high in this one.
Oh yes, Kingsley. Amazing gameplay by Devin and Zuber. I could have never guessed where that how that game was gonna go, right? Both players playing at the top of their league. Devin with some amazing plays, especially in the beginning of the first match. Zuba coming back in the second match, and Zuba then coming back to take it at the third match. Amazing display by Zuba the third match. I feel he left his best deck for last because did you see how he was decimating Kingsley? And the funny part about that third match is it could have gone either way because there's a point when it looked like it was Zuber, then it went back to Def Mill, then back to Zuber. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What? That was insane, right? But amazing. Big ups to Dev Mill. Big ups to Zubar. Dev Mill, even if you lost your first game, it doesn't matter, right? Do you know why it doesn't matter? Because you have two more games. You can
Yep.
still move on to the group stage. You can still go to the finals. You can still be crowned the Iron King. So don't take this as a discouragement, but take this as a learning moment, right? Maybe switch up your deck. Maybe rewatch your match, see how you could have done better, and yeah, also I'm looking at the comments right now. Tega is saying Devmil could have just defended at the end. Very, very right. I felt if he focused more on defense than actually trying to get the second tower
The
down,
second tower.
he would have won.
Yep.
He would have won. Yeah, maybe it's a bit of overconfidence. Maybe he just believed that he could have gotten that second, or maybe he was trying to defend by attacking. Right? People say that
Attacking.
the best defense is a good offense, right? But it just didn't play out his way this time around. I strongly believe he would have won the match if he focused more on defense. But yeah, I see Olusomo must be happy right now, teething with joy because the person that they were supporting Zuba won the match. So big ups to Zuba and big ups to the Zuba fan base, the Zuba team. I'm sure it's going to be a party right in Zuba world right now after at the end of the stream. But yeah, we look forward to seeing Zuba's next game. We look forward to seeing Death Mill's next game. Amazing play by the both of them. And yeah, we're moving on to the next game already because we're a bit behind schedule. It's Mistogan versus Remy. I know they did mention that Mistogan is yeah, I do see Mistogan is already active in the clan. We're waiting on Remy. I think we're trying to I don't know if Remy has been contacted yet. I don't think so. Um Okay, so Remy has been contacted, and Remy did say that he's going to come online and join. So yeah, so folks, it's looking like there's more of an attendance this stream than last stream. I really hope it keeps this pace keeps up because we as much as we love to watch good casual gameplay, and we want to also show good casual gameplay to everyone that's watching on our stream right now, everyone that's commenting on our YouTube. So yeah, yeah, I see yeah, everyone is saying GG's to good gameplay by Zubar and GG's to his opponent. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing set of matches today, and yeah, and if this last match was a testament to what's to come, we know it's going to be great. This last match was amazing. I love when matches go to game three. It's always more exciting when a match goes to game three, because you never know. And then it felt like this match had a game three in a game three because at first it was looking like it was moving towards Zubar. Then it looked like Devmin was going to win, but then Zubar took the crown in the end. So it was a match. It was a roller coaster of a match basically, and I'm happy with the results. And I want to send my gratitude and thanks to the both players that actually participated in their matches. Amazing display by both players, and I really look forward to seeing their next match. Yeah, Kingsley, that was a good match, right?
Yeah, it was a game of margins, and you can tell like the mistake the mistake cost them the game. Like prioritizing, going forward, still applying pressure, and I don't, I, don't- I mean, in hindsight now, it looks like a mistake, but during the game, I can understand that it seemed like the better decision to make.
Hmm.
Apply that constant pressure as well. But that was under the guys that the pressure was gonna break through his defense, but it didn't. So unfortunately, that ended up being a mistake. So
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and just like Tega mentioned, if Deville focused on defense, but honestly, I would say Deville's deck wasn't really inclined towards defending. It seemed more like a more offensive deck than a defensive deck, if you ask me, Kingsley. Like he had the Hog Rider, he had the I can't remember every single card he had. So many so many decks, so many cards going through the screen. But it all I
you
remember is
mean
the
Dev Mill or you mean Zubat?
Devmil. I feel like his deck was more inclined towards offense than defense in the final match.
Not really though. I think he had a good deck. He had Executioner in that last game. He had Hog Rider. He
Hmm.
had Valkyrie. I think he had the Mega Knight too, which he dropped super late.
He dropped. I don't know if he was saving that for the end, but Mega Knight is not a card I feel you leave for the end, right? You want to start with that
Yeah,
card.
and he had the Elixir Golem. Uh,
Yes, I just remember that attack, the Elixir Golem and the Mega Knight. I was
I
like,
felt like
what is he thinking? Like I was
yeah,
expecting
and
him to
then
put the executioner behind it, but no,
yeah,
no.
I mean yeah, the first offense he did when he took Zuber's tower, amazing. The because if the executioner had, I think the hog rider was integral to that play. Like he was able to use the hog rider to take away the attention of the goblin gang that
Yes.
was about to take out the executioner, which allowed the elixir golem and the hog rider and the executioner to take out everything else. And again, invest in executioner, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing card,
Amazing
you
card.
know.
That is true. That is
So
true. But I see we're waiting for Mr. Gan's match to begin with Remy. Remy has joined the clan, but he hasn't accepted the dual battle yet. I feel whenever this happens, it feels I feel like maybe the player hasn't created a dual deck yet, and then they're rushing now to kind of create a dual deck, right? And people watching and listening, please create your dual decks before it's time for your match so it doesn't slow things down. We do encourage the video has been up for a while now teaching people how to create a dual deck. It's very simple. Go to our YouTube page, go to our shorts. There's a video there that we made precisely to show people how to create a dual deck. It's something you have to get ready before your match starts so that you're not scrambling, right? You're trying to make a deck quickly and then you end up making a deck that doesn't work out very well for you because you are kind of in the heat of the moment. You maybe you missed a card, you put a card that you weren't really good at, so I would advise everyone before your match have your dual decks ready so that when your match is ready, you already have the decks ready. You've already practiced with these decks already, so you know what you're expecting and you know what to do. So yeah, it's we're looking forward to the next match beginning shortly. It's Mistogan and Remy. We're still looking for Remy right now, but yeah, uh, it's gonna be an amazing set of matches today. We have apart from this match, the next we have 7 matches left after this. So yeah, we have a lot more matches for everyone here. We have so don't go yet. We are still looking. So yeah, it looks like Remy wasn't able to make this match. We've been waiting for him for a while. It's already past his time, and we're gonna have to sadly skip that match. That means that win will go to Mr. Gun. Thank you, Mr. Gun, for actually coming and preparing for your match. You will get a free win because Remy wasn't available, and we're gonna simply move on to the next match, which is Wayne versus Star Don. I don't know if Wayne is in the clan already. I haven't seen him yet. I'm looking through the clan members right now. Maybe I missed. Oh yeah, he's in the clan actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stardom. Yeah. But Kingsley, um, now that we've spoken about what decks, what cards you will never carry in the game, I want to ask you a question I asked Chris earlier today. What building do you? I know you don't like building cards very well, but what building card do you think is the best defensive building card right now?
best defensive or best card.
Best defensive, not best card.
I still think it's the tester.
Really?
Yeah.
I know I asked the question earlier, right? And Tega did say that his best defensive card right now, his best card right now is the Goblin Cage. But yeah, everyone, we have the next match ready. Stardan versus Wayne. Let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have Stardan versus Wayne. Stardan in the blue corner, Wayne in the red corner. Let's see who is gonna shine. Stardan versus. Wayne. And you see Wayne's already out already with the Goblin Barrel. He's not taking any chances, but amazing display with the Barbarian Hut. Kingsley, honestly, if you ask me, I strongly believe that the Barbarian Hut is a better defensive card than the Log. I don't know why the Log is the legendary card and the Barbarian Hut is an epic card. I think that should be switched up. The Monk. I think this is the first time Kingsley we're seeing a monk in this tournament actually. Amazing legendary card, but underutilized. I feel like when he shines, especially if he uses his ability right now against the wizard. But surprisingly, Stardom isn't activating his ability yet. I'm
Like
probably
it's waiting.
waiting for a better chance.
Yeah, yeah,
And
he can just do it on the tower.
and I just as we expected, Kingsley, a perfect opportunity to use it right now. But then you see the Inferno Tower decimating the Royal Giant and also decimating the Monk. But that was really really smart, right? I feel like where it all went down for Stardom was the Monk went ahead of the Royal Giant. I'm sure he didn't plan for that to happen, right? No one wants that to happen, but he just couldn't stop that from happening, and then that kind of made things not work out well. Seeing the you see what I like about the skeleton army, right? The Skami, you see how the Royal Giant actually does splash damage, right? But he couldn't still stop the skeleton army, right, by himself because of
Yeah,
just how it's a very good card. I'm
overwhelming.
sorry, I don't. It's so overwhelming. I don't agree with you, Tega, with that. Very good card. And the Mega Knight is out. Kingsley, what are you expecting from this match?
I'm expecting a good game. It looks somewhat close. Just looks like Stardom is just edging it a little. With his, I think he's able to really like, do some damage. Again, that fisherman is still alive. And then
What?
it's just doing the Lord's work. Like he's out here like doing damage and destroying everything.
I've never seen a fisherman utilized so well. Basically, dragging every single card out of the way of the Royal Giant, right? And then using the Void spell. I really like Stardance deck because it's a very strange deck, right? We're seeing the Monk, we're seeing the Fisherman, we're seeing the Void spell. These are three cards that I don't think we've even seen throughout this tournament. But look at the Stardance, right? Pulling them all out in the same game, utilizing the Fisherman to the best of his ability, right? Dragging every single card out. And this is a perfect opportunity for the Monk, right, to shine doing the projectile reflecting every single thing that's being thrown his way. And but you see what I love about this game, right? It's just looking like Stardom was carrying this game, right? But you see Wayne is pushing. Wayne is not backing down. Wayne is saying, you see that 200k, I'm going to take part of it, and I think he's going to be able to take out that tower if only Stardom does some great and amazing right at the edge of the clock. Wayne takes out that tower. Guys, this game is still going on, and it could be anyone's game really. The two wizards attacking themselves at the side there. The two wizards attacking themselves just at the side there. And the monk doing some great defense, right? The pushback from the monk, pushing back the Mega Knight. And this is what I was saying earlier, right? The Mega Knight always seems like it's a card that is not an invincible problem, right? But you see how the monk dealt very well, and the activation of the hero wizard. I love when I see players actually utilize the card to the best potential, and that was the best potential that card could have been utilized by Stardom, activating the hero wizard at the perfect moment, doing some amazing damage. And the void. I have to give it to Stardom though. This is a very strange deck, but it's a deck I'm falling in love with as the game is progressing. Right. I think this game is going to go to Stardom. I don't see how Wayne could come back from this. He might just chip it out with a void with a void, do some spell cycling, and he has to do that spell cycling as fast as possible. And that was and the utilization of the wizard right now with the dragging the using the tornado field to drag the Mega Knight down. I think this is game one. I think this is game one. Amazing gameplay by Stardom, just amazing. Utilizing the void, utilizing the monk, utilizing everything in his pack, right? The barbarian borrow, the royal giants. It's a good deck. I really want to see what he carries next because if it's something similar to his first deck, then this game is in the bag for Stardom. Both players watching each other right now. No one wants to make a first move. Very technical gameplay. They want to see what they want to see what each person is going to play with, and that's what I always tell people in class royale. I don't like reactive gameplay. I'd rather have a proactive gameplay. It's been almost 10 seconds in the game. No one wants to drop the first card yet. That's insane. This stare down, both players being so cheeky. But Wayne finally caved, right? Wayne dropping the Rascals. But Stardom hasn't reacted yet. I'm now getting a bit concerned. Did Stardom lose connection? No, he didn't. He waited all the way to the end to actually drop a card. That's. I feel like that had to be a connection issue, right? Because he lost so much tower health with just with that, right? But look at the amazing reflex from start down, right? Activating the Archer Queen's ability at the perfect moment, just before the boss banding strikes, and that's enabled him to actually defend against the boss bandit. Amazing game. I have to give it to Stardom though. I'm playing at the top of his game, right? I feel bad because I know that initially at the beginning of the match, I feel he lost connection, and that's what's probably making him lose right now. But that was insane reaction time, right? Just activating the Archer Queen at the perfect moment, and that has to be one of the best ways I've ever seen the boss bandit being reacted to, right? With the Archer Queen, and then the Royal Hogs, right? They're unstoppable force, right? Just fighting through all the defenses, fighting through the Rascals, fighting through the Dark Goblins, fighting through the Archers, right? And they still did some damage, right? I have to give it to Stardom, right? His deck is impeccable, utilizing the Archer Queen to the best potential, and even the Royal Delivery, right? This is a card that I've generally not liked just because of how long it takes for the card to actually drop down. But you see the way
think
start.
it's all about. I think it's all about timing, to be
It
honest.
is.
Like,
It is.
if you have amazing timing, if you have an amazing timing and placement, like you will do a lot of damage and start on dealing more damage to Wayne. Like it's like he's really going at it in the second game.
I have to give it to Stardom, right? He deserves this win, right? Because of he started with a bad Necron connection, but he has maintained his tower, and that's basically very similar health points when the game started, right? And he has pushed through, and he has taken the tower down from Wayne. This game is definitely going to Stardom. Big ups to Stardom though, amazing decks. We're down
Amazing
to
game,
10 seconds now. Kingsley, this game is amazing.
amazing gameplay. And again, I don't know why people use Rascals to be honest. That lightning was not going to do anything. But
Too little, too late. He should have started cycling the lightning a bit earlier. He waited too late, and then the game goes to Stardom. Amazing gameplay, Stardom, and good gameplay to win too as well. That was that was definitely one for the books.
yeah, amazing, amazing. Like yeah, when the connection went out, I was like, what's going on here?
So yeah, I see that Remy is back online. If we do have the time, I think it would be good if we can actually that the Remy versus Remy was plus with Mistogan, right? If we can squeeze in that match before the next match, I think that'll be okay if we have the time for it. I think Remy was probably having some internet connectivity issues when it was time for his match, but now he's back. But yeah, very impressive match by Stardom, right? Dominating match, right? Winning 2-0, and especially that second game, right? As I mentioned earlier, Stardom losing connection at the beginning, but still coming back and winning that match. Talk about the underdog coming to save the day, and that was amazing display
Talk
by
about
Stardom.
skill play, like
Yes,
losing connection and maintaining your tower health.
insane, insane. That was
Good.
a statement. That was a statement. Thank you, Stardom, for amazing gameplay. Thank you, Wayne, for also participating. Remember, Wayne, if you're listening to me or if you have a friend listening, it is not over for you yet. You still have two more games to shine, and if you can win your next two games, you would move on to the group stages. But amazing gameplay by Stardom, amazing gameplay by Wayne. At least we have to say though, it wasn't a trashing. Like it was still just one tower in the end to show how close it was. Like I feel like another day Wayne would have taken this battle. But today, the match goes to Stardom. Amazing display.
Yeah, he was like, I will not be denied this victory. So like, yeah, that was a really good game. We loved watching it.
Yeah. It was really good display, Kingsley. And I'm looking forward to the next match. The next match that's going to be happening is going to be Investor versus Damson. Yeah, six more games down to go. Investor versus Damson. I don't I think in, I haven't heard word from the team yet if Investor is in or if Damson is in. I'm gonna check. I really hope that investor invests in this gameplay as much as possible. I hope that he really doubles down, right? If you I feel like if you're a really good investor, then this the Iron League is the place for you, right? Because if you think about it, you're investing 5 or 10 minutes of your day to possibly win 200,000 naira. If that's not the best rate of returns ever, then then
I
what
don't know
is
what
Kingsley?
is. I don't know what is. If that's not the best ROI, I don't know what is.
I know premium stocks that he need anyone out there, right? I'll say invest in the Iron League, right? Like follow us on social media. We're not asking for anyone's money, right? What I mean by investing, I mean like follow us, follow stick with us for the time. Trust me, we have big dreams for the Nigerian gaming community, and if you stick with us, we will reward you. So thank you everyone that's also watching the stream. Thank you Tega, thank you D Olusomo, thank you to Ubong, thank you to April, everyone that's watching the stream out there. Thank you. It's I love taking you guys along on this ride, and I really hope to give you guys some more amazing Clash Royale gameplay. Damson versus Investor starting up very shortly. So Kingsley.
If that's my name.
I was asking you, what are your top five best cards in Clash Royale?
Top five.
Yeah,
Uh, Mega Knights. Executioner is among them. Um, mm, let me see. Mega Knight, Executioner.
not even the Valkyrie, really, the card that you've been hyping up since
No,
the beginning of
Valkyrie.
the.
Yeah, that was I was forgetting something. So Mega Knight, yeah, Executioner, Valkyrie. Um, I love me some Hog Rider.
Hog Rider. I like how when Supercell brings cards in from their other games and bring them into different games, right? Like the Hog Rider, right? Showing up in Clash of Clans firstly before moving into Clash Royale. The Witch showing up in Clash of Clans first before moving into Clash Royale. Honestly, even the Barbarian Huts, I know it's not really a card in Clash Royale, but if you look at the barracks in Clash of Clans,
Yeah, it's
it's
like Barbarian Hearts.
exactly shaped exactly the same way as the Barbarian Horde. I love the connectivity, bringing in them different cards from different games and putting it into their game, right? And I think they also kind of, and I like the kind of this kind of interconnectivity. Like I know right now, if you play Brawl Stars, if you play Mortis in Brawl Stars, he has a skin that looks like the Night Witch, like exactly like the Night Witch skin in Clash Royale. So it's really cool how it's the same parent company that kind of makes sure that they carry all their cards, all their characters all around the gaming world. Even the Golem is from Clash of Clans too as well. The Giant is from Clash of Clans. The Wizard is from Clash of Clans. The Baby Dragon. Okay, let me ask you a good question. The Baby Dragon. Where did Baby Dragons come out first? Clash of Clans or Clash Royale?
I think it's called for.
Yeah. The moment I don't want to say you're right, but I think it's
It's
Clash Royale. So I
debatable.
think the Baby Dragon was out in Clash Royale
I
first
think it's called for.
before they took it to Clash of Clans. Because I remember when when Clash of Clans when the Baby Dragon was out, right? It wasn't Clash of Clans, and then later on they added it. But it's one of those cards so that also interconnected also in the Supercell dynasty. And I see Tega here. He has his top five best cards: the Golden Knights, the Goblin Cage, the Barbarian Barrel, the Balloon, and the Lightning Spell. I have to say,
Ew, balloon. Ew,
why?
ew.
Just why? I really want to hear your thoughts on the balloon, Kingsley.
It's just weak. Like
Say-
I never fear when I see a balloon. I have my little. Actually, Little Prince actually is up there. Little Prince is up there as one of the best cards in for me in
Really?
terms of value. Little Prince is up there because Fireball cannot take it out. You need to spend it. You need to spend more to take out that Little Prince, and it just stay elixir.
That is true, but I feel like um well, I honestly, I don't think I have any hate speech for the Little Praise. It's hard to shit on the Little Praise. You're right. The Little Praise is a really good card, and it,
Actually, that's one of my favorites. That's the fifth one because I only mentioned four. I'll say that would be my fifth. So it would be uh, Executioner, Valkyrie, Mega Knight, uh, and Little Prince. Yeah, and Hog Rider. Yeah, those would be my top
so
five.
funny. I was expecting you to mention some splash damage cards, right? But you didn't mention. I guess the Valkyrie is kind of a splash damage card, but yeah, I see that the game Investor versus Damson is beginning soon. Everyone get ready for this. I know amazing gameplay, and we're inching closer and closer to the end of our first set of games, the set one for every single person, right? Everyone by the end of today, almost I would say like 98% of everyone registered for a tournament should have played their first game. And if you haven't played your first game yet, we will see you hopefully tomorrow, where you can actually begin your first game. Those are people that we had to reschedule due to some difficulties or something, right? But we didn't have to schedule a lot of people, luckily. So yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So yeah, yeah, it's just to put it out there for everyone that's just joining the stream right now. We are playing a bit of a guessing game. This is something that I and Chris mentioned in the last stream. If you're out there and I want to see how people, because we're gonna give out swag bags and merch to the top 8 players from the Iron League, the Iron Clash tournament. And right now, we haven't told anyone what is going to be in that merch, what's going to be in our swag bag. We're keeping our lips sealed. We want to make it a surprise, but I want to see if anyone on our YouTube chat can actually guess and know what we're going to put in that swag bag or in the merch. So if you're out there on the YouTube, let us know your thoughts. We might let you know if it's right or not. Honestly, I don't think we will. I don't think I'm allowed to personally to tell you what's out there yet. But it's gonna be nice. It's not gonna be a PS5. It's not gonna be an Xbox, right? But one day maybe. One day well, maybe if we have a big gaming tournament, some actually win a gaming console, right? One day. But we're starting small, you know. Let's not get wrecked before we go far. Well, yeah, okay. I see the match between Investor and Damson is about to begin. Investor has stretched out his hand to begin a match. Let's hope that Damson responds to it.
What would you say your top five favorite card?
Oh, my top five. Tega says the headsets. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good idea, Tega. It's a good idea, but I don't know. I don't know. My top five favorite cards. If I'm being very honest, the witch is there. I love the witch.
I know you. Yeah, I was gonna say which and Barbarian Hot.
Funny of it, but the barbarian hot is. I just
How's my
like.
Barbarian? I just checked my Barbarian Hot. Like as much as I shit on Barbarian Hot, mine is a level 12. Just for the record.
I
Actually,
mean,
all
you
my
still
cards,
upgrade.
I told you like in the other stream, like my lowest level is a level 12. I don't have
Oh
any
no, I
other
have some
cards.
cards that are as low as level 5 probably. If I don't
I
use a
don't have
card,
any.
I don't touch it. Like it's dead to me.
No, I level all of them equally. I give everyone love because eventually, like, I like to change decks, so I don't want to have to start like leveling up or
Yeah,
looking for.
I just checked. I have some cards in level 3.
I
What?
don't have any. All 12. If I could show, let me see. All right, if I could show.
It doesn't show. Oh, it does show. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, well, it's not very clear, so you can't really see. Kicks,
Yeah,
they're
so
actually, Tiger is asking, what's your addiction? What is your addiction with the barbarian hordes? Like, what's your
it's
beef?
just a nasty card.
What's
Like
your
it's
beef, man? Stop hating.
like
Stop hating from outside the
again,
club.
I told I told you if you go into my head, go into my head, use it. So just finish it off. Like
You will say
no,
no. Really?
no,
Is that bad?
that's that bad.
Wow, Kingsley, you're shocking me right now. And I would have never guessed that you
I
hated that
I
card
don't know
so
if you
much.
remember like when I first saw your deck. What was the first thing I told you to do? I don't know if you
You told me
remember.
get rid of that barbarian hordes.
So you see, I'm consistent. I'm very consistent. Like it's not like I'm hiding it. I told the first thing I told Dennis when I first saw his deck. Mind you, this is a long time ago. I said, get rid of Barbarian Hunt. Get rid of it. Take it out. So
But I didn't
if
listen.
anything, I'm a
I, di-
consistent hater.
I have to give it to. But honestly, if you watch my gameplays like you've watched my gameplay with the barbarian horde before, right? And you saw the way I use the barbarian horde. Literally, the first time Kingsley ever watched my match in Clash Royale and he saw my gameplay with the barbarian horde, he told me, Look, this is exactly what he said. He said your deck should not work." That
It should not work. Looking at
was literally the
actually,
first thing he said.
actually,
He said your deck should
actually,
not work.
confession, that is true. I did say that because when I first looked at, because obviously, like, I like to see
And I'm
what
like,
how people build their decks out because it gives me like your heart. When I see how your deck, if I see your deck in this totality, like it kind of gives me an idea how you formed your deck. When I saw his deck, I was like, either he's something is mentally wrong with this guy, or like your deck doesn't like it shouldn't function. Like I don't see the cohesion. I don't
there's no
see
form in my deck. My deck is random.
it's it's just too like if you thought what's his name again? What's the other guy that had the beat down deck? his deck was a good like
Oh yeah, I remember that deck. Yeah, his deck was random. That was not that deck should not work.
that deck shouldn't work. I was like, how are you even where you are in the trophy?
There's some decks exactly like I'm sure that whenever people see me and I'm at 11K right playing against people and I pull out the bar board, they're probably wondering how did you get to 11K with the bar boards? How?
Trust me, chat. I've begged this guy just stop using this like stuff. Like, hopefully he can change.
Never. I,
Change
lo-
his bad behavior.
I love me some Barbarian Hordes, man. That is a card that would die with me. Is my I have three decks, and the Barbot is on my main deck. That's how committed I am to my Barbot. It's on my main deck. Level 16 maxed out. I think that was one of the first cards I actually maxed out in class.
You wasted you wasted your gems on a Bob Hot.
Yes, and I'll do it over
Nah,
again. And I'll do it over again. The love I have for that card. Because think about it. Why do you hate the Barb Hot, but you don't hate the Goblin Hot?
you still don't hit the Goblin
Oh,
Hot sometimes. That's the thing. What are you talking about? The Goblin Hot gets equal. Like that's even worse, in my opinion.
for me,
That might even be worse than the Bob Hot for
and
me.
I don't get what the Supercell changed with the Goblin Horde. Before the goblins were constantly spawning, right? But now they don't
Yeah,
spawn. They
but
kind
now
of
it sleeps. It's like a Tesla. It's like a Tesla where the Tesla goes
it's
if
a
you're
Tesla
not
that you
close
can
to it,
steal
it goes in.
damage. It's like, uh huh.
Yes, exactly. So actually,
What's the point?
I need to move my heat a little more to Goblin Hot now.
Now you're thinking about it, right? You're like,
Yeah,
and people.
because I don't know anyone personally that uses it, so I'm like I don't really care about it. So I don't really know, but I know you use it, so it takes me off when I see it.
Oh, the match Damson versus Investor has actually begun, guys. Let's go watch this.
Hoping it's a good game.
Hi everyone, welcome to this match. It's Damson versus Investor. Investor in the blue, Damson in the red. Hoping for an amazing game. The match size is slow today, but we hope it doesn't matter if the match size is slow because if these people give us some good performance, it's going to be worth it. Both players staring themselves down right now, waiting for the other person to play. Dancing with the emote, the crying emote. I don't know what that means. But now, Pink Kingston, we say a battle healer. If I don't see an elixir golem, I'll be very, very pissed with this deck.
It might be a regular golem. You never know. Some people use it for use electro giant and healer. But that's such a waste. Why would you just let it
This is such
go
a
by
weird
itself?
deck. Exactly. Like, why would you have a battle healer and then just let her go?
Leave it on its
Oh,
own. So just wasted it.
honestly, that was a waste. I agree with you, Kingsley. And then we have the two Mega Knights battling it out, but then the mini picker coming to help out the Mega
Yeah,
Knight.
cry. You should definitely be crying
You should
because
be
if that
crying. That tower is down.
no, it's not. He's gonna say salvage it with his own mini Pekka.
But I
I'm
have to
pretty
say,
sure investor will have a yeah, as a counter for it. And it's good he dropped the Skelly King there because it didn't look like the horde was gonna deal with the mini Pekka in time. Because I think that mini Pekka would have done at least one hit into his tower.
but this was an amazing defense right now by Damson, right?
Yep.
Utilizing the barbarians and utilizing the witch to stop the skeleton king. But I still have to think about Damson's initial gameplay, dropping the battle healer first and just letting her glide to the
That was
end of
just
the
so
tower.
weird.
It
Like
was so weird. Like, what was he thinking? And I feel like I was a bit concerned about his elixir management, right? Because that was a testament to an elixir management and
he's doing it again. Like just let the healer just go on its own.
the
That's
battle
so
healer is
weird.
not an offensive card as far as I'm concerned. Everyone, you don't see
It's a
people use
support
that.
card.
It's purely support. She's not supposed to go. It's just like someone sending out like what card
Investor
can I?
is definitely gonna take the first game. This looks like a pure beatdown, to be
This is a
honest.
beat down. That is it's a definite beat down by investor. And Damson, I feel like maybe Damson is start with his worst deck, and then he's
Yeah,
just letting himself lose, and then he's gonna double down and now take the win, right? He's a bit confident, which is which is concerning me a bit, right? Like, what is he thinking? I feel like that's the tactic he's kind of utilizing, but the issue with that tactic is it could go so wrong, right? What if
yeah,
investor's second deck is just as good as your main deck? What do you now do? I don't know. I feel no one should ever throw a game by themselves just because they're relying on their next deck. You should always try your best to still win every single game. But
hmm
yeah, Kingsley is a good start by Damson dropping the wizard, but Investor dropping the poison spell to do some cheap damage. But I wonder how he's gonna defend this. That goblin will do nothing.
No, it would actually in Uh, in theory, if he
In
has another
theory.
distraction, if I see a room giant, I might lose it. If I just saw the berserker. If I see a room giant, I might actually lose it.
Oh, this is looking really, really bad for Damson, right? The two bombers connecting, right? And then the Rascals, the two women from the Rascals doing some damage to his tower. I, I, I have to say, Kingston, this is something I'm definitely going to say again. I don't think Damson is really, really good at elixir management. You can tell with the way he throws his cards out. An investor is picking up on that.
I
The
think
investor is investing on that
I
poor
think
elixir choice.
I think also like he's I don't know what it is. Is he having a connection issue because he was leaking elixir for a while and he wasn't playing any cards? Like it's a little confusing to me. You know,
But that's
I
surprising
don't
by
know
an
what's going
investor.
on with Damson. I fear it may be connection issues. I
You think
think
so?
yeah, because there was a while he was leaking, but
I,
good gameplay. The Goblin Tower is just doing so much damage to that tower.
Yeah, the picker was a little too late if you ask me because maybe maybe he has a chance to get his second tower down. But look at the defense, right? The bomb tower, the rascals. Investor is pulling out all the stuff to make sure he doesn't lose that tower. But it might
Damson, Damson with with amazing
offense, yeah.
amazing strategy going forward with the Hog Rider and just two cards. Look at what only two cards are doing. Just look at how much damage they're doing,
Look at that
and
picker, right?
it's
Picker unstoppable, moving, pushing through all the defenses just to get a hit. Honestly, the evolve picker is a very dangerous card to see when your
it
opponent is
is.
using it. I noticed Damson's deck is a bit heavy, right? You see the elite barbarians, the picker, the rascals. It's quite a heavy deck, but he's utilizing it very well. And I see that now that we've gone into double elixir, Damson is actually playing a lot better, right? Dropping all the
Yep.
beat down cards in front to push and do some damage, right? But honestly, I have to give it to investor defending like his life depends on it.
He's
He really
defending.
wants
He like does defend on it because this push, this pressure, and this push from Damson is a lot. Is a lot. So, but let's see if he's able to sustain that. Let's see if
oh
he's able to
no.
sustain all of
Look
this.
at, are you seeing what we're
That's
saying,
how.
Kingsley? That tower
Yep.
might be
That's
going
how.
down.
The Skelly Army Tega. You. Ever since you talked about Skelly Army, they've been outperforming everything you said. So let's see if he's gonna be able to defend this push
And the
from.
distraction, right? Distracting the picker. And but you see, Thompson is throwing everything out, right? Back to back,
Yep,
hog riders, pickers, elite
Elite
barbarians,
Guard.
just trying to get a hit. And I feel like this is where his deck is not shining very well because he doesn't have enough heavy spell cards to do some damage, right? But look at that elite barbarian getting one hit in the tower, but I think it's
Yeah,
too
but
little, too late. I feel like Investor is toying with him because Investor has the poison, and the poison should be able to take out that tower, right? I think it's over. Investor
no,
taking
now it
this
should
match.
be.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good game. Good game. I didn't
Amazing
think.
game by Investor.
I thought Dawson was gonna be able to put in some pressure with the way he gave the Pekka and the Hog Rider combo. I thought
Hmm.
he was gonna hop on the push, but Investor at the end of the day, just closing it out. What a good game.
What a good game by Investor, right? And honestly, I have to say, Kings, as much as maybe it was a network connectivity, Damson has some really interesting plays, right? The elixir management was first of all the battle healer in the beginning, sending her off on her own, something that's never
Yeah,
seen in Clash Royale, and you can't even say maybe it's one of those tactics that maybe it's just there to throw your opponent off, right? It can't throw your opponent off because it's just a bad tactic. Like you don't want to send out a pure support card on their own to basically just go and get killed. And it's not just that she's a purely support card. She's an expensive card as well. If she costs like
for
two
Elixir.
elixir, I think yes, for elixir, right? You don't want to
For
waste four
Elixir.
elixir in Clash Royale, right? You want to make sure that every single card you drop in the arena offers some form of value, and that's where I feel like Damson kind of lacked the expertise. He wasn't playing cards as well and as smartly as I hoped for him to do. But yeah, I have to give it to Investor. Amazing gameplay, taking the three crowns in the first at battle and taking the one crown in the second battle. Even and it's so funny how the second battle looked like it would go Thompson's way, but the investor said, "No, I'm invested in this. I'm going to make sure that I get your tower down." and that's exactly what he did. Amazing gameplay by Investor. Kingsley, do you have any thoughts about the last battle?
I think it was pretty good. I just wish it was able to go to game three, and I wish his I wish he didn't squander the first game. I wish he would at least take it to the wire and stuff, and let's see how good you are. So, but the second game was pretty much closer. I think I just think he was putting like like when you put so much pressure and you put so much pressure and then you forget to defend yourself. So that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I think that will happen. The pressure, Damson couldn't handle the pressure from Investor, and yeah, that was an amazing gameplay. I see Tega is saying Battle Healer the most unused card ever. I wouldn't call um her the most unused card. It's just people. I feel like whenever I see a Battle Healer, I expect to see an Elixir Golem or a Golem. Right? I expect to see one of those two cards, but none of them in Damson's deck, and I feel like that elixir, that battle healer should have not been in that deck. She had no place to be in that deck. It was not a deck made for her. I'm someone that really strongly believes in homegrown decks. Right, carry whatever you're comfortable using, but I feel like even the way Damson actually used her, it wasn't the best. I feel like if he replaced her with almost anything else, it would have been better for him. But yeah, big ups to Damson, big ups to big ups to investor. Amazing gameplay by both two. And now we're looking forward to our next game. It's gonna be Max MM versus Trainer Soski. Looking forward to this match. The match should have begun already. Actually, it's we are 2 minutes behind, and I don't know if any of those players are actually online right now. I'm looking through the clan to see if either of those two players are available. Doesn't it doesn't look like it is. It doesn't look like any of the players are available. I do see Max. He's in the clan, but he's not online. I really hope that they make their matches. But if they don't, we move on to the next Kingsley. We move on to the next.
Mm-hmm. What are you hoping? How are you hoping the group stage is gonna pan out?
To be honest, I'm really, really looking forward to the group stage, Kingsley. Like, I can't wait for people to actually start moving into the group stage and how the group actually forms, right? It's gonna be really, really fun to see how the group stage actually forms. What about you?
I'm looking forward to it. Now like you outrightly have to be the best. Like this is the playoffs. You can do two victories. Whatever, whatever. But like in the group stage, you actually outrightly have to be the best of the group to advance to the knockout stage. So I'm looking. That's one thing I'm truly looking forward to.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, really going to be fun. I can't wait for how the group stage actually pans out, right? Because first of all, I can't wait to see who's the first person to move into the group stage. It could be anyone. I see that from tomorrow, um, DTM is going to have a match tomorrow. The DTM is going to be one of the first people to, and he won his first match, and he has a match tomorrow, right? So if he wins his second match, he might be the first person to move into the group stages, right? Which is going to be really, really fun to see. I want to see how the group stage pans out. It's something I'm really looking forward to. And how we're going to be doing the group stage, what the plan for the group stage is going to be on a rolling basis. What that means is it's going to be a first come first serve. So if DTM is the first person to actually move into the group stage, he will be
Mm-hmm.
moved to group stage A. Then the next person will be moved to group stage B, C, D. It's going to keep on going out until we get to P, and then it starts again, basically from A again. So you never really know who's going to be in what group. You can kind of guess who's not gonna be in the same group. Like I know DTM is playing, I know Rizus is playing it tomorrow as well, and Rizus won his first match. If Rizus wins his second match now, he would probably go into Group B. So he wouldn't play against DTM until maybe if they meet themselves again in the knockout stages. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I really look forward to the group stages. I want to see how the group stage actually shapes out. It's gonna be. I believe the way things are looking right now is probably going to be groups of four, but the groups might go up to five. It could go up to six. We have a lot of people moving on from the playoffs to the group stage. but I don't see that happening a lot. I would say my bet is groups of four, maximum five right now. But yeah, I just got word from the team at the back. It's a double no show. Max MM and Trainer Soski both unavailable. We don't know where they are. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep on saying this until my voice cracks. Please make sure that you are actually you make yourself available for your match. The schedules have been out for over a month. We try our best to make sure that everyone actually gets all the information they need. We bombard everyone with emails, with texts from WhatsApp, from Instagram, from Twitter, from TikTok. We are constantly giving out the information to let people know their next match. And as much as we try our best to give you a good experience, you should also try your best to make yourself available for your match. Why register for a tournament if you're not going to play a match, right? I don't see the point in that. And if you already play Clash Royale every day, why not make some money from it? Even if that makes some money from it, get your name known, right? Like you see some people that have shined so well today. You see, I remember Kanye Jr., I remember Legend, I remember the Collector and the Corrector, right? These one people that were probably not known that well, but just because of how well that they have played and shined in this tournament, right? Their names are going to go out there as one of the best. So I feel you do yourself a disservice if you sign up for a tournament and you don't participate. Now, I understand that some external situation that could happen, right? I know right now in Nigeria, electricity, light is very hard. Also, the internet, your internet connection could just go off. But those things, those could happen. But still, if those things don't happen to you and you just forget, I feel that's not a good enough excuse. Remember, everyone, a no-show is a loss. So, and if you have two no-shows, you get disqualified. So, if you missed your match, so trainer Soski, if you're out there, if you're missing your match today, if you miss your match the next time, that will count as a disqualification for you and you'll be out of the tournament. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah, moving on from that now, as we wait for our next match, I have a couple of questions I've been getting from the community that I want to throw at Kingsley. I threw some at Chris earlier today, but I want to see Kingsley's thoughts on this question. So the first thought I have for Kingsley, the first question I have for Kingsley is this: what do you think it takes to win the Iron Class tournament? In your opinion?
I think the basic thing is skill. Um, Actually, no, show up.
Honestly, I think 50% of winning this tournament is just you showing up.
The first thing is showing up. Then I'll say the second basic thing is skill. Now you may need some kind of luck in this game
That is true.
because because we have seen some really skilled players here. So make sure again, like I always say, go back and watch our streams. Whoever you might be playing may be just as skilled as you. It may come down to the deck. You know, it's still the other conversation we had the other day, deck versus skill. It may come down to the decks. Your deck may not be suitable to counter their deck. So no matter how skilled you are, you may be losing based on the fact that your deck isn't it doesn't compare.
Just a bad matchup, right? You're very right. Yes, you're right, Kingsley. You need first of all showing up. I feel showing up is 50% of your winning. Second, because like a lot of people have just because of they showed up and their team and their opponent didn't show up, they got to win, right? So who knows if their opponent actually showed up, they might have lost that battle just because their opponent didn't show up, they got to win. So I think the first most important thing, as Kingsley mentioned, showing up. Secondly, skill. And thirdly,
Mm-hmm.
luck. Because yeah, you could have all the skill in the world, right? But the bad matchup is a bad matchup. Sometimes your skill just can't do much for you, and then you end up facing against an opponent that was just better. That everything you played had an answer. Maybe you're someone like me, right? That you have a beatdown deck, but you don't have any answer for a Sparky, and then your opponent is all Sparky, all Zappies. You're just stressed throughout the
Or
whole match.
yeah, or if you have a lot of ground troops and the person has enough balance to counter your ground troops, but now has like a balloon
Hmm.
and or a lava hound, which again I don't like, but people use it. So when you're creating your decks, make sure you're thoughtful. Make sure it's an all-round deck because I love all-round decks. That's me personally. I like an
Is there
all-round deck
any
that
deck that
can
you can
help
really call an all-round deck? Like
my
I
deck.
feel like always. See my deck.
I'm not even joking.
It's a fight.
Like, let me explain the psyche to you.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
first call out my cards,
Okay.
and I'll explain. So I have an evil Mega Knight, evil MK, evil Valkyrie. I have a Hog Rider. I have Little Prince. I have Executioner, Fireball, Zap, and Goblin Gang. So
Hmm.
why I think my deck is an all-round deck is one. You already know I like AOE cards. I don't.
Oh, you
I
love
only
them.
have like. I like. It's only my Hog Rider that is a singular focus. Like it's only my Hog Rider that is only focused on one thing, and it's just the building. I don't want it to focus on anything else. That's my and Hog Rider is an underrated card. It My Hog Rider at level 16 gives 500 damage with one hit. Just
Whoa,
500.
500.
500.
500.
So it
Insane.
gives a lot of damage and it has a lot of health. Underrated card. MK, you already know that's my tank.
You already
Defense,
know.
offense, like the landing, the jumping. It's AOE. It has an evil. Like is if it had a little more damage. If let's say if it had like up to like 500 damage, that would be different. Or it had like lower elixir. Like would I take a lower elixir over a higher damage?
Hmm.
Actually, whoa,
No,
that's a
higher
good
hit,
question.
no
If I
higher hit points. Really, I feel like maybe he would have been better if he had as much health as maybe like a Pika.
no, you have more health than a pickup, but just it's slightly. It's not that much. It's not that
Hmm.
much. Just
Hmm.
slightly. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But
I'm
like,
not exactly sure
which
to be
which
honest.
one which one would you take? Would you take okay? Yeah, out of the three, would you take let's say an extra 1,000 in HP, or would you take an MK being as it is, but it'll be 5 elixir instead of 7,
Oh, definitely five.
or
I don't
or
even care what else you have to ask me. There's nothing else that could compare to that.
or the
Or what?
attack? The attack is currently like 400 right now. If it was up to 700.
Five. Like I'm telling you, do you even? I would spam that card. I would see the reason why even I see Tega online ask them why is it that most homegrown decks have Mega Knights and Witch, and the answer is very clear, right? Because Mega Knights and Witch alone are answer like 99% of every single question in Clash Royale. Those two cards alone are answers. The only card I can think of that those two cards cannot answer, and they can answer to a bit of an extent, is a Sparky.
True.
A Sparky and an
Not really though.
Inferno Dragon
Not
too as
really.
well.
I think MK, and if you pair an MK with a witch, it can take out a Sparky easily. Because if I see a Sparky, I just pair it in my executioner. And I that Sparky. I just wait. If I see the Sparky, I first put my executioner to come out. Once my Sparky's across the bridge, I
Zap.
I drop my MK. That's already like a lot of that, like a third of the health.
But I
And
think
then
Sparky will still probably get a hit, right?
no, I'll zap it before it
Oh,
gets the
okay.
second hit. It'll get a hit on my MK. Don't get me wrong, but my MK is
Not gonna
not
die
gonna
to
be
that.
taking out.
True, sure. It's
Yeah, it
not
take
gonna die
like
to that.
3 hits from the Sparky to take out the MK.
But the
So
Sparky
and
though,
I'll
I
zap it.
hate seeing a Sparky. Like whenever I see a Sparky, my mood just changes. I'm like, oh my god,
So yeah,
an hour lost for
yeah.
Dennis.
So I was on MK. Yeah. So MK like it deals a lot of damage. It's very high area. Now Valkyrie, like if Valkyrie was a 3 elixir, that's the best card for me
My god, do
because
not
one,
allow that to happen.
or she was faster. I wish she was faster. I wish she didn't have to pause before she
Kings,
does the
the
next
truth is
attack.
this: that the
I
Valkyrie
wish
is such a well-rounded card. I don't even think it's fair for anything else to be added to the Valkyrie. Some cards
I
need a bit of
wish
love, but
I
not
wish
the Valkyrie.
it's either they take out that pause because when she attacks, she spins,
Yes.
she pauses before she spins again. I wish they just take it out. It's just spin. Like I wish it was faster. Like it was she was like as
Oh,
fast.
Kingsley, I'm sorry to cut you off. The next match has begun. We have G Divine versus Kahel. Let's go and see what's going on over there. Hello, 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 everyone. We have Kahel versus G Divine. G Divine in the blue, Kahel in the red. And you see G Divine, he's a team player, man. He's telling Kahel good luck. He's giving him the handshake. He's like, you know, brother. we're not enemies, right? We're just opponents, right? And this match, it doesn't matter where it goes. You see my guy. I still love you. And you see the G Divine starting with a hero Musketeer against Cahel's Furnace, right? I think the Musketeer is going to take this win, Kingsley. But I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah, I think his timing, his placement was good. If you notice, he dropped a skelly, three skellies, but the timing was bad because it wasn't enough to distract the furnace on time. And then you can see the MK pushing forward. That knight is trying to do as much damage before the MP can come forward. But that is a bad matchup for the MP. It's good to activate the King Tower. That's a good placement, as you can see from G Divine was able to put his three Skellies in the middle, and then now his King Tower is in place, so that gives him more damage, to defend, more options to defend.
Yeah, Kingsley, you're very, very right. The amazing display by DG Divine activating his King Tower with the Mega Knight, right? I feel like a Mega Knight is more of a harder card kind of to use to activate your King Tower. Most people lean would activate the King Tower with like with their Firecracker, right? But not G Divine figuring out the smart way to defend a Mega Knight and also activate his King Tower. Now he has more defense up back while Cahill has less defense. But it could still go either way. As you can see, clearly that's not affecting Cahill. G Divine has less health on his tower right now. Cahill having more health, and Cahill are defending amazingly, using the Mega Knights, the arrows, everything in his arsenal to give a good defense. Kingsley, this match could go to anyone.
Yeah, we go either ways. But you can see Kyle is definitely defending a little better. He is still able to withstand the push, and he's also like, don't get me wrong, he's initiating his own push as well. But he's able to defend properly. But
Hmm.
one of the things to watch out for is that evil mortar. Like it's yeah, that's one thing to watch out for. But the MK coming in clutch, bro,
Yes,
look at that.
amazing game display. You see the evil Mega Knight, it's a dangerous, dangerous card you want to deal with. And then you see the G Divine, perfect timing, right? Because he knows that the model was about to get destroyed. But CG Divine with a good defense right there, right? Activating the Hero Knight just to stop the Furnace from attacking his card, right? It's been amazing display right now by G Divine. His offense has been impeccable. His defense has been amazing. And and it's so funny when the match started, it's looking like the game was going towards Cahill, right? But it's looking like G Divine is clawing back up, and now Cahill's tower down to 1,340. G Divine at 2,127. Kingsley. It's looking really, really good for G Divine.
Yeah, he's definitely looking good. But see what I was telling you earlier about the MK? Like he was able to take out like four cards at once, all by himself, just spawning. But
I,
uh, definitely G Divine is definitely putting, giving more damage to Kyle's towers.
I
That
have to give it.
mortar is just doing damage. He's trying to take him from the other side. Which
Hmm.
is good initiative. He's that's the saying say if you do the same thing over and over and get the same results. He's sounding, so I can see he's definitely trying new things to help his case. But would that be enough? Let's see at the end of the game.
I have to say, I have to give it to G Divine, right? Cahill is throwing everything at G Divine. Look at the Mega Knight, look at the balloon, throwing everything at G Divine, but G Divine is defending like a boss. Like, look at the amount of troops that went through that bridge, right? Where are they? They're all dead. They're all gone because of the amazing defensive display by G Divine. Cahill's throwing out the balloons, throwing out the Mega Knight, throwing out everything in his arsenal. But G Divine has a box, has a wall, an invisible wall, right? Making sure none of those cards go in. And now that he has an opportunity to go on the offensive, he's taking it, right? And I think those balloons are going to make the day. Wow,
Oh,
no,
MK,
no.
MK again. Well, this is such a good match. It looks like it's definitely gonna be a game of like if the push and the pressure from Kyle, like he's pushing with everything he has, trying to at least get that balloon to the tower, even if it's not too close enough. He
I don't think
definitely
it's
was
going to
close
work.
enough. Yeah,
Like,
but
this
I
is
don't think he's gonna
insane.
have enough time to do enough damage. I think he's gonna
What?
have to.
You see that, Kingsley?
I saw it.
Whoa, what? Amazing gameplay by G. For a first game, Kingsley, this was awesome. For a
This is
first
very good.
game. I can't wait to see
Very
what
good
comes
game.
comes next, right? This was a very good game by by
Yeah.
Cahill and G Divine. Look, both players right now are deciding on what decks they want to take in next. Probably putting in a bit more thought to it. Maybe Cahill is like, maybe I should change my strategy. But and you never know, right? But now we're in
Hmm.
game number two. Cahill versus G Divine. Interesting defense, right, Kingsley? You see the royal recruits being used as a defense for the Hog Rider, and then Kahel deciding to utilize the poison spell, right, to get a bit of damage from the royal recruits so that the towers can finish it off. I don't know how this game could go. Kahel starting really really good. He done some cheap damage on G Divine's tower, and I hope he
Hmm.
actually keeps up the pressure that he has right now for G Divine. Kingsley, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, definitely he's also coming forward the Royal Hogs, but that's the flying machine is just out here just low key actually doing damage, and the hero Goblin Barrow there was not doing enough damage on that tower there.
Yeah, I haven't seen the hero Barbarian Barrel. Well, I think I've seen it only once this tournament, but not like this, right? This is the first time I've seen the hero Barbarian Barrel being utilized this way, and it was really, really good display. I love the theme song that the heroes have when they land, and that was a very nice theme song by the Barbarian Barrel. I haven't seen the hero Magic Archer this tournament yet. I don't know if it's out yet, but
I actually haven't seen this. Speaking of heroes, I haven't seen that as well.
yeah, and that is such a good for me right now. That's my best hero. I really hope I can get that hero card. I really I love the dummy and the pushback right by the magic archer. It looks so fun to use, and I really really hope I have a chance to actually get that card. But yeah, look at the defense by Kahel, right? Dropping the skeleton army, but that's not going to be enough. That's not going to deter G Divine. G Divine sending the hogs out, and you see. I feel like the reaction by Kahel was too slow to defend those
Yep.
royal hogs. Those hogs are going to if they don't take that tower down, they're going to almost take it down. Cahill down to 113, G Divine almost untouched. I think it's going to be 2 games to G Divine and Kingsley. I don't see Cahill coming back from this.
Let's see. We never know. Never say never. You know, the game is definitely like. I always ask this question: like, if you have a backup, like, why you wait till the world breaks up to you know, like give them something to think about. Like that's why you have them in your deck. You don't have them to like for fancy. Like
And
give them something to think about.
that is true, Kingsley. I don't know why this. Some people say the picker for last. It's not a sneaky golem. I understand saving a column for the end, but not a picker, right? You want to have a picker out early. You want people to be terrified about that. But
Yep.
but look at the amazing gameplay, right? You see Cahill still pushing, right? Even though it's not looking very good, those hogs are definitely taking that tower down. The royal hogs. And look at the problem.
Yep.
I tell everyone, you should have a defensive build in your deck. Look at the lack of defensive building. They couldn't stop those royal hogs, and that's why that was a perfect win condition. G Divine with a good game, with a handshake, amazing display by G Divine. G Divine takes it 2 games to 0. Awesome, awesome display by
Yep.
G
Yep.
Divine. This was
Yep.
a good game.
I actually haven't ever seen the. I think this should be my first time seeing the evil,
Barbarian
royal
Barrow. Okay,
no
royal hog.
hogs.
Oh,
Yeah, I've actually never seen them in gameplay to be honest. Like I've seen the car. Don't get me wrong. I just never seen them used.
oh, they are very dangerous, and it's not only that they fly, right? When they land, they actually do a lot of damage. It's often how they recently got nerfed. Supercell actually had to go and nerf the amount of damage because they were doing like Mega Knight landing damage whenever they landed, right? Which was causing problems in the Clash Royale
Really?
community. Yes, Kingsley, they were doing like Mega Knight levels of damage whenever they land. It was scary. It was very scary. Like whenever you saw the evolved Royal Hogs, you are afraid. You're like, oh my goodness, I have to defend that with my life. And here now we're down to just 3 games left in the tournament. The next match we have should be starting in about 6 minutes is Wesley K versus Desco. These are players that I do not really know about, but I think it's going to be an awesome display by these 2 players. I'm looking at the YouTube comments right now. I see Tega saying, now that's a pay to win player versus a grind to survive player. I don't. You think because of the hero and barbarian barrow? I think he might have gotten that normally. It might not be a pay to win. It's been out for a while, right? I have seen that out, but maybe did was G Divine or Kahel did they have the golden name Kingsley? Because that means you're paying
Mm,
for the pass, right? They both had regular white names, right?
yeah, but I think maybe because of the evil, it's
The
hard to get
hero.
evil chips. That's why I keep telling people like maybe I don't know how new you guys are to the game, but like there used to be a time. where when you save up in the shop, the bottom right,
Hmm.
they've taken it out. But there used to be a time that every was it every month? Yes, every month they used to sell one Evo chip there. So I used to buy it. Like I think there's a time I even had like 12. Like I
What?
could Evo, I could Evo pretty much
Almost everyone.
pretty much anyone that I wanted. And plus they used to give out free Evo. Like I know I got a free Evo Night or is it Firecracker? One of them.
Oh,
Or
I have some
Archers. I
free.
can't remember
And
which one.
my archers are free. My Teslas are free. My Witch was not really free. I grinded for it because of it. There was an event going on and then I think the final reward was an evil witch. And when I saw that, I was like, "There is no bloody way. I must get an evil witch." My evil Mega Knight, I actually saved evil points to get it. I'm currently saving evil shards to get an executioner. Evil, I need one more. I know Kingsley been trying to discourage me from getting an evolved executioner, but I want to. I really want to get an evolved executioner. I know.
Yeah.
I
And mind you, guys, I love Executioner. My one of my best cards. I just think the Evo is trash. Like if they even gave it like the range of the new archers, the Archer Evo, or give it magic Archer hero whatever,
hmm
just something. But yeah, also I just checked. I have 5 Evo shards. I think I just Evoed somebody recently. So like I have a lot. I just
You use
use
them.
it. So I used
I've,
to save, like, also at the end of the month, like if you finish the thing,
yeah,
they'll
to
give
get
you one.
they
So
give
I
you
used
one.
to have like two every month. Like I used to buy, like, so I used to save so you could get it. I mean, now they've taken it out. There's no more there, unfortunately. But I think they realized, you know,
Yeah,
maybe I don't know. I feel like people didn't use the potential of the shop. Like the
people
shop
didn't
was
know,
a really
right?
good. I knew. So I used to I like growing a level of character. I'll wait. I see the character. My character shows up on the shop. I'll buy it, save coins. Like I didn't used to upgrade anybody. Like I think there's a point I had like 10 million coins. Is it 10 or
Whoa.
50? 10. Yeah, I had like 10 million. Over 10 million. Yeah. Now I'm down to like 350K. So because I was trying to get to level 16.
You're trying to,
So
are you at level 16 already? Or level 15, right?
I can no, I'm on 15, but I can get to level 16. I mean, I've already upgraded my Dagger Duchess to, so I just need to get. I need to get the King's Journey 75 or is it 76 to get to level 16.
Oh,
So
really? And it's so funny how I the Dutch when you mentioned the Dagger Duchess, right? It's I don't even know how you use that card. I used to
I
actually
love it.
use the Dagger Duchess, right? But I hate, and with a capital H, I hate when that her bar expires and then she's now slow.
Slower.
That
She's slower than normal.
just she's extremely slow that it's so annoying. I lost so many games just because of how slow she got after the bar finished.
I think I've gotten used to it and with my gameplay now. So I need that quick burst. I need that
All the
quick
time. I
burst.
need it. I feel like okay. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is the best tower troop?
You already know.
You think it's the
Dagger
Dagger Duchess?
Duchess.
Really?
That's the reason why she's gonna be my first level 16.
It's so
Then
funny.
the regular one. I think overall, can I be honest? I think overall, I think the still the first one is still
Okay, let me ask you a
slightly
better
the
question.
best.
Who is the worst?
Probably the pancake. No, probably the pancake guy.
Really? I think I think the Cannoneer is
It's
worst.
a toss up. I don't know. It's one of those two. One of those two guys. I don't know. Like one of those two guys. Like I don't know.
Oh, really? I think so. I feel like the
I,
Cannoneer it's he's good if you're using just if you're playing against someone that's carrying just tanks, right? If your player is using a Mega Knight, using a Pika, and not no ounce of Swarm card, right? No skeletons, no minion, or none of that, just all tanks, which almost never happens. But if there's your opponent, then the Cannoneer will shine. You'll love him so much. He's the best thing since sliced bread. But if, if your opponent is using like a witch, a wizard, and all those cards that have a lot of swarm cards, you're just gonna hate him. And
you know
he's
what's
now
crazy?
slow. What's up?
My career is the same level as my tower princess, level 14.
Your Tower Princess is
The
level 14. You really don't
Yeah,
use her. Like that's insane.
I haven't been using her. It's only, I only have one level 50, and that's my Dagger Duchess, which soon be level 16. And then my Royal Chef is level 13. I'm not gonna
I don't even have the chef.
waste.
That's that funny. I don't
I
even
don't
have
want
the
to
chef.
waste legendary cards on that.
I
That's
feel
that's
there's
just
someone else. There's this goblin woman, right? Is she not a tower card too?
she used to be, but I think they removed her. I think there's a mode you can play her if I remember
Do you
correctly.
play match tactics?
I do.
You
Like they
do?
always do. Yeah.
You and the other five Clash Royale players that play match tactics because you cannot be plenty. You cannot. No one plays
Actually
match
play. It's
tactics.
actually fun. I'm not going to
I
lie.
tried to play it. At the first, to be honest, I didn't understand what I was looking at, so I left it. I opened it up. I like, what? I think they should make
Match
match tactics
tactics.
their own game mode, not chaos mode, though.
Yeah, match tactics.
Yeah,
Let me play that. Let me just open it up and see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know this one. So like, oh yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
already
Yeah.
play
So
it.
yeah, I know what it is. I know how to play it. I know how to play it.
Nah, I tried to play it. It didn't make. Look at you. I can see you are literally looking at your phone right now. Try it.
No, like I was, because I just remembered it now. I love the match tactics are good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
It's
fun,
fun.
really.
Yeah, it's
You know
fun.
what? Let
So
me ask.
like,
This is a fun. No, when you finish, I have a question for you.
yeah, it's fun. Like it's you can level the player. I think level two. Yeah, if you get two wizards, you merge them to become a stronger wizard. You don't have
Hmm.
to get four of that two to get a stronger one. So like,
Interesting.
yeah,
Huh. Let me ask you if I'm going to ask the question to also the chat as well if you're listening to us. What's your favorite mood in Clash Royale right now? Or ever since Clash Royale came out, what's your favorite?
I
No,
think
no,
it used to be the challenge. I think it used to be the challenge.
what challenge? The grand challenge.
Chaos. Okay, I think it's called chaos mode now. It used to be called challenge before they now made it like super
No,
exclusive
there's
and stuff.
chaos mode, there's Infinity Elixir, there's Mega Draft, there's touchdown, there's all those kind
Oh,
of
are you
modes.
talking about like a regular 1v1?
No, there's 2v2. So let me tell you what I mean. Apart from 1v1, there's 2v2, there's dual mode, there's Infinity Elixir, there's 7 times Elixir, there's Rage mode, there's touchdown mode. You know those modes that Supercell also has in the
I
game
just
that you
think
can
that I
play.
think regular 1v1
Really,
is
you
not
don't
enough.
play all those other modes?
Mm-mm.
Really, I used to really love the touchdown mode actually.
I used to like 2v2 though, but whoever I'm playing has to have sense. Like I can't
Which really
like
happens.
there's this guy, one of my friends. I love playing 2v2 with him. Yeah, like I would like, and there's some decks that just sink like whatever is lacking in other person's deck.
You
Like
have it.
like I have it. Like my deck like complements it.
I used to play 2v2 with my cousin a while ago, right? And we used to lose. Like we tried everything. Well, if it's so bad how I feel like the 2v2, if you overthink about it, you end up losing. It's the funniest thing, right? Like one time I even told him, you know what I'm gonna do? I will carry only spells. And then you carry a regular deck. So I'll be
So
your
that's not gonna
spell
work.
support. That did not work. You and it sounds like it would work, right? But no, it did not work.
No, because like, how do you want to play it? Like, you're not going to be sure you're going to get the same spells. You just all I'll say is just to get spells that the other person doesn't have. Like, if I have
No, no,
fireball,
I told him he will not carry any spells, and I will carry all the spells. So
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But like, that's not gonna work. That's in theory. It sounds good in theory, but
But it doesn't work.
not gonna work.
It didn't work at all. Like, but because why it couldn't work is he would run out of elixir. The opponent will be charging towards you. All you have is spells. As much as spells
Exactly. That's
can
why it doesn't
damage,
work.
they don't. They're not always the best at stopping at defending, right? So it just did not work. And sometimes maybe on your deck you only have like the freeze, not even freeze. You only have like the heal spell, the rage spell, that not doing
It's not
anything.
gonna work.
So
It's not gonna work.
it was a trashing guy. We tried different tactics, right? Nothing was just working. We tried okay, I'll carry tanks, you carry all these splash damage like wizard and witch. Did not work. Nothing until we just said no, just use a deck that you can use, and I'll use a deck I think I can use, and we'll just both try. That was when
Yeah.
it worked a bit, but we still got beat, chat, to be honest. But but at least it was working. It was working for a bit. But yeah, I'm hearing from the back that is looking like um Wesley is unavailable, so the win would go to Desco. Really, really sad when we have a no show. But now, and the next match is gonna be UJ versus Initiative, and we're hoping that those two players actually show up for the tournament. If they do, great. If they don't, then we'll move on to the game after that. We have just two more games left, guys. Bear with us, it's still going on. I'm going to look at the YouTube chat. I see Teka did mention, yes, that we now get 75 hero tokens every month, and players need 200 tokens to unlock one hero. It's crazy, right? That means you basically have to you need 3 months to unlock one hero card. And I like that Supercell made a change. I really hated that before you don't get to choose what hero card you unlock, right? I think it's still going on from until now until the update comes out, right? Before you would get 200 and then you would get like a hero like a mega, not mega knight, a hero like mini picker, right? I'm like, that's not what I wanted.
I got a hero mask, and that's what I wanted.
That's a good hero, right? I got a hero giant, which no, not hero giant. I got a hero knight, which people were begging for and praying for, right? But I don't know how to use him. So in the end, I feel like it was a waste for me to get that card. It's just there sitting. I don't even use it. The second hero I unlocked was a hero ice golem, a card I also cannot use. I'm like, I have two hero cards here that people are praying for, but they're just sitting in my reserves because I just can't use them. It's really really sad when that happens, right?
Yeah, very, very, very sad.
Yeah, we're down two more games, everyone, and we really hope for the next games to actually happen. In about 9 minutes, we have UJ versus Initiative, and then after that we have Oscar versus Exchanger. It's gonna be really really fun today, Kingsley. Two more games, two more fun games, and after today we move on to game twos. I'm looking forward to game two so badly. Why another reason I'm looking forward to game two is that by the end of game two, when we move on to game three, then I feel like we would have less of this dead air where people aren't showing up for their tournaments, and we actually have people that actually play because by game three, everyone that's missed their games twice would be disqualified, sadly. But then
Mm-hmm.
you know that everyone that's moving on to game three are people that actually are supposed to be in game three and are supposed to actually play.
Yep, yep.
We're gonna take a quick 5 minute break, guys. I just want to confirm something. We will be right back. Hello, welcome back, everyone. Sorry we had to take a short break right there to just handle some things at the back. So we just got word that Initiative is dropping out of the tournament. Sadly, it's really sad when we have players drop out, right? But you never know, right? So we're currently trying to get a replacement. That's why we have a wait list, right, for people that could jump in at a moment's notice. And it's looking like we might have a replacement, someone on the name of Eric. So he's part of our people in the wait list. So the match starting in 2 minutes would be UJ versus Eric, not UJ versus Initiative, and that will be our last match for the stream. Unfortunately, the match after that, Oscar and Exchanger, they did say that they would not be able to play. They asked for a reschedule, which I'm not confident they would be able to get because it's a bit too late to ask for a reschedule, right? The match starts in 5 minutes. You can't ask for a reschedule in 5 minutes. We have a plan and we have a schedule that we have to keep. And rescheduling, especially at the moment something like this, really messes up our plan. So it might count as a loss for both players until the next stream. Yeah, we always encourage everyone, please reach out to us before your match if you need to reschedule. We will accommodate you. We will always try to accommodate you. So please don't be shy. Send us a message. You don't have to give us a reason as to why you want to reschedule. It could be anything. Just say I need to reschedule and it doesn't work for me. We will try our best. But you need to give us heads up. You can't tell us 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes your match you need to reschedule. It doesn't work for us because we have everything planned. Our team at the back works on a very tight schedule and a very tight timeline. So making all these abrupt changes to the match it's very hard for us to accommodate it. It's not like we're trying to be wicked or we're trying to be rigid, right? If anyone knows the Iron League very well, you know that we are not rigid by any means possible. We have accommodated things that we shouldn't accommodate normally, but a last minute change to your match, we just can't because everything is planned out. The schedules are planned out, the matches are planned out. Having last minute match changes to your match just doesn't work for us. So, to I can't remember that. To Oscar and to Exchanger, I'm really sorry. I don't think we would be able to reschedule you. It would count as a loss for the both of you if you don't make your match today. But never still, it doesn't mean you're out of the tournament, right? You still have two more games. Try your best to make the next game. If you don't make the next game, that's a disqualification and you're out of the tournament. And there, our hands are tied. There's literally nothing anyone can do in the Iron League team that can overrule a disqualification when it comes to missing two matches in a row. So yeah, it's time for our next match. It's Eric versus UJ. I don't think UJ is in the clan yet. I'm gonna go back check out our team to see if UJ um is available. Okay, yeah, he's looking at UJ is not available. I just want to check with our team at the back. Just bear with me, guys. I wonder if Tega is still there. Tega, you still on the stream? You're like the most consistent person so far in our stream. Just a shout out. If you're watching us right now live on YouTube, you've been with us this far to the end of the stream, then you deserve some accolades. Thank you so much for actually sticking with us. It's a long stream, right? Sticking with the stream is almost a 3 hour stream, and watching it and sticking with us and listening to us, it's something that we really appreciate. Yeah, you see Tega's back there. He says, "Well done, guys. It's not easy doing commentary for how it is not easy, Tega. I'm losing my voice." But we want to give you guys a good experience. We love Clash Royale. We love our community, our little community that we've formed so far. We will put our necks out for you guys. We will try our best to give you guys entertaining commentary. It doesn't matter um, what happens. We are going to be here to stick with you guys. And we really appreciate Tega. Thank you so much for sticking with us, Stanis. We look forward to your match. It's really sad that your opponent wasn't available for your match today and we couldn't watch you display. I want to see you play. I really want to see you play. Hopefully, your next match, your opponent actually shows up and we actually get to experience your beautiful gameplay. Thank you very much, Tega. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your love. I don't think either Eric or UJ are actually in today. I'm gonna just check one more time before we end the stream in case, because if they both aren't available, that means the stream comes to an end. Sorry guys, I know you're all waiting for the next match, right? It's really sad when people that register for a tournament don't show up without a notice. It kind of scramble makes us scramble and kind of messes up our flow. So it's and that's what's exactly happening right now. But we are I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? Kingsley, what is your general thoughts about the games for today? What do you think about the games that happened today?
I think we had some pretty good games. I think there was some really interesting ones, especially Zubar and what's
And
his name
and
again?
Devmil, very good
Definitely.
gameplay,
I
yeah.
think that's one of the standout games for this afternoon slash evening. So I think you had some really good games, some interesting decks. Um,
Yeah, there's a player that had that very heavy deck. I can't remember who that was.
it was
I'm gonna
it
check the
was
list.
Zero. I think it was I think it was I think it was I think it was Zubar's game. You ask me.
Really, was it Zuber that had the really heavy deck, or
No, it was the other guy.
was it Shadow Guard? I don't think so. On
Uh,
Saints, I can't remember who that was actually, but that was a very interesting deck to see. Oh, I see Eric has actually joined the clan. Okay, Eric actually made the clan, but it seems like UJ wasn't able to join the clan, so the win would go to Eric. But yeah, Kingsley, do you have any closing remarks for everyone?
can't
Yeah,
wait
it was
for
Josh with the heavy deck. You're very right, Tega. I just saw from the comments. Yeah,
can't wait for the next set of games. That's where people know either they're going home. Like then I think the next phase of the playoffs is gonna be the most intense part of the playoffs
you're right
because that's when people know either they're gonna progress,
or not.
either they're progressing to the group stage or not, or if they're able to call back a chance to play a third game to get into the group stage. So I think the next phase is gonna be super. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing, and that's is because everyone, if you lose, I feel like after the second the second set of matches, our numbers are going to go down drastically. Right now, we're 114 players still in the tournament. We might go down to as low as 80 or 70 or even 50, right? Depending on how many people don't show up and how many people actually lose their matches, right? So it's going to be very hectic
Mm-hmm.
the next set of games. I'm really looking forward to it. The second set beginning tomorrow. You don't want to miss the second set, guys. And tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. It's going to be I and Kingsley again on the second stream. I and Chris on the first stream. We've been your host today. My name is Dennis, and with me, it's been Kingsley. Thank you, everyone that stuck with us to the end of this stream. Thank you, Tega. Thank you, Ubong. Thank you, April. Thank you to everyone for in the back in the WhatsApp channel that's been watching us, that's been commenting. A win for Eric. It's been amazing. See you guys all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.